Come into the room. Come into the room. Welcome. I am the H-Town Vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Give us a minute or two for people to come into the room. As you come into the room, family, let us know that you're here. And if you don't mind, smash that like button. Okay, family, we've reached critical mass, and we're glad that you've joined us. And we're going to start doing like we did before, where we go ahead and get into the information and keep things moving. Thank you for being here. As I've stated, I am the H-Town Vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream. I'm excited to be here tonight. I'm happy about the new background. I'm glad that the family is here and coming in quick. H-Town here for you. You know what I'm saying. All right, let me fix a few things and we're gonna get it going here. So let me see. Okay, there, got my name right. Okay. Look who we have here tonight. Stranger, where have you been? How's your daughter doing? She went back to school. How's your family member that you're taking care of, and your wife and other children? Let us know how Frog Princess is. Glad to hear from you. Major Boomer says, good evening, H-Town Vet and family. On elder care duty tonight, so I will be in and out tonight. No problem at all. And we got in here tonight, Brother Army George. Let me tell you something about Army George. Army George came in here not knowing what was going on, just came into the broadcast, and it's been pleasant, kind, respectful, understand rules, consistent, more so than people that's been here for 6 months. And we really appreciate you for that. Well, not people, the trolls that have been here. Now, we have Rose City D say, good evening, H-Town Vet. And this is how we want to do it. If you come to a channel, you don't start shouting out other people and name dropping. The first thing you do is acknowledge the platform, acknowledge the host, then acknowledge the chat, or acknowledge us all at one time. It's all good. Now, Rose City D said, salute to the chat family. Yes, indeed. And then we got Baby Bops say, good evening all. Baby Bops, her story really sticks with me because she said she was watching for about a month. And then, she got the courage to come in. This is why we want to keep the trolls out of here, because they don't have no respect for rules. They don't have no respect for the chat or for my platform. So this has been an ongoing problem. That's why you hear me talk about it, because we're going to be on top of it, like white on rice. Now, we got, let me take my headset off. So hopefully you can still hear me. Let me know if you hear me good. We have Rose City D says, Major Boomer, Army George, salute. And then Major Boomer say, Frog Princess is fine. At school, wife and I are switching out at hospital with her mother. Well, our prayers are going to be with them. And later on, if you're still here, we're going to say a prayer toward the end of the broadcast. We have Gino. Look, he say, come on, Gino. Been a while. Gino, I'm glad you're back. Family, it's good to see you. I believe you the Gino who used to be here all the time. Good to hear from you, brother. Now we're going to get going and we're going to stay on topic. In the beginning, y'all can chat and say hi and everything, but when we get to the information, we're going to focus on that. And unless it's concerning the information that we're covering, we're not going to be, unless y'all say a few little things to each other, we're going to try to stay on task. We're going to stay on task, not try. Major Boom say hello, Rose City D. So until we get to the information, I'll let you know when it's time to, get back on focus because we're about to go into information. But right now, we're just shouting at each other. But we're doing this because people that watch it record it, we want to make sure we cover the information in a timely manner. Now, Boomer say, thanks H-Town, and Major Boomer say, hello, Rose City D. Now, let's get to it, family. Let's get to it. How's my sound? Let me know if you can hear me well. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. And we're going to get to this here. Of course, we smash that like button. If you haven't smashed that like button, we appreciate it. We got close to 9 people in here. And we got 7 likes. So smash that like button, family. We appreciate that. All right. Thank you so much. So he say he can hear me good. Major Boomer say he hear me good. Rose City D say the sound is good. Army say sounds good. Betty Bob say sound good. Now I'm gonna let y'all know what a lot of people don't understand. When I'm doing these live streams, I'm doing what other people are not doing. I'm actually coming up with information, not just getting on here running my mouth based on knowledge I already know. I research, I go through in detail the things that we need to cover. And I sometimes spend 12 hours, then another 5 hours on here with y'all. Might be 6-hour days, 12-hour days. And I've had some where it's been close to 15. So this is I take this serious, and I value your time. Okay, it means the world to me. And we're not going to change the platform. We're going to keep it just the way it is. Let us continue. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being active in the chat. Thank you for being supportive and patient in this time during the trolls and we kind of getting our rules together. So this is something that is new. Let me come up. This is new for me. So I have to set rules as we go along because there's no other standard for doing it this way. I came up with this where we're going to interact with veterans. Well, what comes with that is there's also going to be trolls. There are going to be people that want attention. There's going to be people that try to undermine or try to take over the channel. And we're going to make sure we handle this. Okay. And eventually we're going to get moderators. But the goal is to make sure that I got the rules clear and in place myself. Okay. So thank you for your patience and kindness as we do this. Now, this is our regular schedule, Sundays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. So we would love for you to join us. But as you know, we will have impromptu live streams also. Sometime on Tuesdays, if we don't do them back to back to back, like several in 1 week, we might do them on Tuesdays also. And that'll be more of a time where y'all can just chat, talk, and communicate, express everything you want to say or concern. But we also have that at the end of each live stream, where you're gonna be able to at the after party talk about whatever you want. But we're gonna try to stay on topic. We're gonna stay on topic. And we want to give special thanks to Madre for his $50 donation. Okay, so I appreciate him even through these trying times. We really appreciate our brother for doing this. Okay. That really means a lot because we want to bring y'all the best quality. So if you would like to contact us, our email is here, our YouTube handle is here, our Cash App, and our PayPal if you would like to donate. But a special thanks to our brother Madre was $50 donation on the last live stream. And we have our brother Charleston Zimmerman say, good evening, H-Town family. Good evening. Let me come on the screen. When y'all come in, let us know you here. We're not going to stop saying hi to everybody. But, we're going to keep chat focused on what we're doing. Everybody say hi to our brother, Charleston. Let him know. Everybody say hi to our brother, Charleston, coming into the room. We appreciate you, brother. You brought that energy, and we thank you. We're going to be working on maybe in 2 weeks. We're going to try to get that together because dealing with the information you give us on the uh, firefighting foam and everything, we're going to be going through. We like to do things in a thorough manner. So thank you for your kindness. Thank you for being here. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let us know what the weather is like where you at and what's going to be the temperature. Our brothers say coming from snowy Pennsylvania, 24 degrees. What's your temperature where you at, family? And or you can tell us the lowest it's going to get. Either one. We want to know either one. Right now it's 39 here, and it's going to get down to 30. So H-Town Vet, it's 30 degrees down here. And then Brother Charleston says, Baby Bob said, Charleston Zimmerman, hello. Now, were both y'all in the Navy? I hope I didn't get that wrong. Now, then we have H-Town Vet talking about myself. You know I got mental problems. It's 30 degrees here. What's the temperature where you at, if you know? You don't have to, but if you want to let us know. Because some of you look at it and just make you mad, so I understand. So let's continue. We want to give a special thanks to our Veteran Policy Club, our brother Chester, and we want to appreciate him for his help trying to help veterans. If he's able to help them get life insurance, and this is his information: his national produced ID, the states that he's licensed in, and his license number and contact information. So if you want to need life insurance, and sometimes it's hard for veterans to get that, here it is. Here's the information right here. Remember, verify. That's why you have his license. Now, our brother say that our sister, both of y'all were in the Navy. Okay. We need more Navy here. We're trying to get some Space Force too. We got one Coast Guard I know of. We're going to try to get more. Now, your opinion matters here. We don't want you to feel stifled. The transition that we're going through is necessary. The transition that we're having is necessary. So we want to make sure you know, don't allow the atmosphere, because I'm in charge of this around here, and I'm here to protect y'all and what we're doing. And so don't you feel uncomfortable that you can't express your opinion. When you hear me checking someone, that's after about 20, 30 times. And now we got the rules in place. We're gonna show you the structure of how we're gonna do it to keep them trolls from cutting up. We had done a real good job. I have to say that they, when I blocked the first set, they came back begging to come on, but I'm not letting them on because they did it for so long. But now we got the rules. We haven't really had no problems. Just one big particular problem, so we dealt with that. Now here we go. Major Boomer, 25 degrees will be the low in the morning. Okay, the low for us is 30 degrees, yes. And then Baby Bob say 27 degrees and snowing in Maryland. Hold on, I need to know something. How in the world is it where our brother at 24 degrees, and how y'all right Pennsylvania and Maryland right next door to each other? Baby Bob says 27 degrees. Is it because you're on the coast or what? Army George said it's 14 degrees. Whoa, huh? Ooh. I'm gonna have to have my water dripping. Don't forget to make y'all water drip. For those of you especially that live in the South where I'm at, because I know our pipes ain't set up for it. Same for you, Major Boomer. Check those pipes. Now, we don't play gotcha here. We don't like yeah. No, we have structure. We've always went smooth, and we handle business as the channel grows. We have to have more rules and making sure everybody's abiding by them. Now, we got 10 people in here. Smash that like button, family. Smash that like button. And I have to say, people that's coming in and out, at least they're smashing that like button. Now, Alaska Night says, what? She say 47 degrees in Lake Jackson. We'll get down to 34 degrees. Excuse me, my sister. Hold on. I don't, that don't sit right with me. Why is it cold over here? It seems like when y'all buy the water retains heat. It's warmer. We down to what? What is it right now? It's 39 degrees right now. And it's gonna get down to 30. Oh man. Well, I'm glad y'all stay safe. Make sure you drip that water if that weather change in the middle of the night. Thank y'all for joining us. We're glad that you're here. So smash that like button, family, as you come into the room. And y'all doing an excellent job on that. And we appreciate you. And then share. And y'all been doing very well on sharing the program broadcast. So share it with others so we can get the message out. Let them know this is a place where veterans can interact with veterans in a respectful way. And subscribe. If you're new to the channel, you just sitting back and paying attention to what's going on, like Baby Bops did, do that and see if it's something for you. I don't necessarily say people should just jump in because they hear me talking. See what it's all about. See if I'm consistent. See if this type of information that you want to partake in. We appreciate you. Now, new releases. We did the one on mental health. And Alaska Night said it will get down to 32 Monday and 27 Tuesday and Wednesday. Y'all be safe. Wrap if you have plants outside, please wrap them up. Red tips, certain ones don't really matter. So this is our one on mental health. Okay, now remember, this is about team, not about personal ego. So we can't come here. This is why I want to say, when you come in, if you have somebody that you invite here, let them know. Let me come up on the screen. Let them know that, hey, when they come in, like y'all do, y'all come in and say, hey, I'm this person. You don't come in talking about, hey, I'm here to support. What's the name? I got your back. Nah, we don't do it like that. We come in and we acknowledge the platform first and acknowledge the chat. So always come in with humility, because just shouting things out, shouting people out, we don't know you. We don't know if you're, so we got to, when you go places, you want to check the temperature anyway. You don't want to just roll up in somewhere you don't know what's going on there, right? Now look at our brother in the room. Our brother in the room, what's his name? Veteran Policy Plug. Say good evening, everyone. Well, we're so glad that you're here, brother, and we really appreciate you. Sometimes, you know what? It shows up on the channel, like some of these chats that y'all doing here. I don't know how that happens. Now, some don't. Now, let us continue, family, because we're going to get to the information. We're going to be rolling through here. Now, so here's the new VA compensation rate disability chart for 2025 for veteran only. You got a major increase of almost $100. Then we have Koski in the room. Koski said, good evening, veteran family. Yes, indeed. Show love to our family here. Now, let us continue. We're going to move through this information. We got a lot of information. Go back to our video library, not just the live streams, but we have also regular YouTube videos that we did on many topics, a lot of them in detail. So do that, and we really would appreciate it. Now, let's talk about why we are here, and we want to break it down. Now, Baby Bob says, Veteran Policy Plug, good evening. All right. Love say just arrived. And Veteran Policy Plug, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Betty Bops. Okay, that's from Veteran Policy Plug. Now, look, we've been having a serious issue with trolls. So if you hadn't been here, like Love, you just came in. Veteran Policy Plug, y'all may not have been here the whole live stream, the last one we had. Come in and just listen to what I'm saying, because I'm gonna break it down so you understand what's going on and what we're doing to make sure we deal with each other in a respectful manner on this platform. All right, now our vision and mission here is, number one, to be respectful. Okay, we want to be informative. That's our second goal, because of the fact that we're trying to we're trying, what, not necessarily the order, but those two, we're trying to make sure we get the information that you need to help you in your claims, in your daily life, and to be interactive so we can show support and communicate with each other and problem solve and just lift each other up and be protective. And that's why we have to have a troll-free um, platform. Now, remember that trolls come in different forms. That's why I come up with the rules. All right. Now, then we want to be transparent. That's why you always see me list the donations that people give up here. Let me come up on screen. I want you to be clear on this. The reason I always do that, so when somebody starts lying behind the scenes about what they gave me, nah, or this happened, no, I'll let you see. Now, when the channel get bigger, maybe not. I may do it a different way. But for right now, I'm letting y'all know as we handling it right here, because I'm weeding out all the bad actors, okay? And really just trollish behavior. That's all I'm worried about is the behavior, not necessarily the individual. Now, let us continue, family. So good to have you here. We've been in here about 21 minutes, and we're getting to this information because we got some powerful information to cover tonight. Remember, teamwork, no ego. Now, here at the H-Town Vet, let's see what we got. I think I missed something. Veteran Policy Plug already read that one. Then Coasty say, hey, love, love. And then love, say, hello, Alaskan Ice. Charleston, Brother Charleston say, good evening, love, Betty Bops. Coasty, Veteran Policy Plug, Alaskan Ice, and Major Boomer. Then Coasty says, hey, Major Boomer, Policy Plug, Mr. Zimmerman, Alaskan Ice. Alaskan Ice say, hello, love. Alaskan Ice says, Coasty, hello. And love say, hello, Boomer, Charleston, Army, and Rose City. Yes. Now, when we're doing certain things, I may not be able to read all the chat because it's starting to grow that I have to focus. We don't want to not go over the material that we're covering. So I might want, especially when we're going over the information. We haven't got the also Army, George, even Brother Charleston. So we're going to focus on the main priority things because I found that the trolls actually use when we start chatting with each other to come in with confusion. All right. Now, I want you to remember, y'all know this, but for those that are new to the channel, I want you to understand that this is the CPU, the Central Processing Unit. This is where we come together to problem solve. I'm here just to facilitate and to regulate, to make sure that everything we do is above board, that it can't be used against us, to disrespect us, or to undermine us. So we want to make sure that we got everything in line. You understand? Now let us continue. Now, we're going to be dealing with trolls, both foreign and domestic. So trolls from within the group and trolls from without the group. We're not tolerating it from nobody. Now, when you're in the group, it doesn't mean you trolling because you make a statement, off statement. I make off statements sometimes. But if continually undermining the group or saying egregious things that's not within our guidelines, we're going to have certain parameters so everybody can feel comfortable within the group. All right? And I'm learning as I go. The worst kind of trolls we got here, the worst kind, is the wet blanket trolls. I've showed you this before, but I'm bringing it back up so that you'll be aware. These trolls will stop at nothing to ruin a pleasant discussion or environment, no matter the subject matter. They're going to be what? Contrary. What about this here? What about that? I'm opposed to what you said. This is not the place for that. We don't have no problem with help the debate. But for a troll to debate me, they better come. They better have $500. I ain't getting you shine on my platform. Go get your own platform. You begging me. Now, here's the rules. Now, if you haven't agreed to these rules, all you need to do, so most of you have, but I want to say, Gino, if you're in here, I don't remember, I hadn't seen you in a while. Gino, to keep chatting, you can watch. But one thing, you got to be a subscriber to be here. So I know everybody in there is a subscriber. And you need to put yes in the chat. Okay? To these that you agree to rule. But let me read them first. You can't risk of trolling when you're inciting arguments, wasting time, and crashing out. All right? Meaning you're triggered and you're going off about something. No rants here. I'm the only one can do the rant here. I'm going to put myself in timeout. Now, let me see. Now, like it was on topic, our brother said something. He on topic. Look what he says, Town. Been having problems with trolls. You've been on this subject for a while because we was cleaning out. But brother, if you still here, Gino, if you're still here, thank you for coming. But continue to chat. And once you do it one time, you ain't got to do it but once. Whoever come in the room, if you're new to the channel, all you got to do is yes. I don't know, Major Boom. I thought you had, but if you hadn't, look, see, Major Boomer get it. You just put yes. Now, that's it. You ain't never got to say yes no more. And what you're agreeing to is that you're going to be a subscriber or you won't be able to chat because it won't let you. You can watch, but to be in the group, you have to, what I call it? To actually interact in the chat, you have to read to the guidelines, because what you're going to notice, the trolls never read to the guidelines. They just try to crash my channel on the last live stream. Alternative, yes, that alternative is here. Good evening, everyone. Respect. That's how we want to do it. Now we're gonna probably have a little bit of the fall off, and it seems like new people are coming in. Say yes, I agree. No, you have to agree with one time. Look at Claudius. Quick, didn't make no big deal. Just came on in. Let me make it full screen. And if you haven't done it, always do it. But you already did it. I kind of know. Let me see why I put this stuff. So they're the rules, so you can see them. So you make sure you know what you're agreeing to. Now, appreciate you. Now we got Brother Charles to say evening the alternative. Now let us continue, family. Yeah, we're gonna make sure this thing right. We got 18 people in here. Do you know once we so if the first thing they're gonna get is a warning. Okay? If people come in here, I've been having this for a while. I just didn't use it because I had to get the major trolls out the way, because I knew the trolls want to agree to the rules. Here's the thing: when I say that I'm not holding nobody accountable too much for things that happened before the rules, but after the rules, we're holding you accountable. And if you notice, I even put my name where I'm in agreement with it. All right. So we're gonna give them one. That's if it gets out of hand or something really inappropriate. Because one individual said something disparaging kind of about one of the brothers. They meant it as a joke. This happened about 4 months ago. But I said, no, we don't say that. Now the person kept coming back about a couple of times. They didn't troll. They wasn't really troll. They were just kind of off comment, and they kind of stopped coming because I guess they felt a little embarrassed about it. But we can't be making we on YouTube, and guidelines require that we can't just say anything coming out of our mouth. We can't be accusatory, calling people violators or child predators and stuff like that. It wasn't using that term. Did you hear what I said? So I caught that and was smooth with it. And then Love say hello, alternative and Claudius, okay. And then Claudius quick says, hello everyone. Isn't that nice? Oh, this is the kind of environment. Look, only thing we had in here the last time when all the trolling was going on was about 12, 13 people. Now we keeping it chill. Look how it is. Yes, indeed. So first thing will be a warning. Don't feel bad about the warning. I might give myself a warning every once in a while. All right. Now, that's just light with it. So stay on track. Once we get to the information, We're going to focus on the information. If you have any questions on the information that we are covering, you need to talk then, or you can say if it's a detailed question, we'll talk in the after party. But we want to have it where the new people, the people that are watching, some people cannot watch, how can I say, live, so they have to watch it later because it works. So I want to make sure they get to the information. Now, let us continue. Stay on track, family. If you break the rules, there are going to be consequences. Some people going to break them anyway. The trolls tend to come in after we talk about these rules, then they just bust up in the room. And just like I told you, isn't that how it happened? I say they come in after the rules are read because it look awkward coming in while the rules are read. All right? There will be consequences. But we warn it. And then if they break the rules after they've been given a warning, they're going to be blocked out. Right? I ain't saying banned. Just they might be blocked from that live stream. All right? A warning might get you a little slowed up where you can't respond too much in the chat. Now, come back, you make amends, you good. I apologize all the time. Y'all know me. I'll apologize. When they had the troll issue, when it about 3-4 weeks ago, that wasn't that long ago. What did I do? I came up, I didn't know. I said, what's going on? They say, H-Town, what you gonna do about these trolls? And they came fussing at me, and I said, what trolls? Because they wait until you got the young people on the screen to cut up. Because I'm trying to pay attention to all this other stuff. So yeah, I said, okay. I went back and watched, I said, okay. Yes. And Rose City D, y'all here, y'all shouting each other out. Okay. I'm just putting it up here because I ain't got time to really read it. I just want to let everybody know that everybody said good to each other, and we appreciate it. Oh, I got to turn that fan on. I got it hot in here. Oh, boy. Now, don't she look sad? I picked that picture. I wanted to pick the picture of the little girl, but she did the good one there. I love this face, boy. She did it like, what's wrong? You mad at me? You don't love me no more. She got that face on. Oh, boy. Now, the way to get banned, and this is nothing that we ever want to do, but we will do it. We don't feel no guilt behind it. And if you come here in groups, and you only here because somebody else here, this may not be the place for you. Okay? If you this is a place for us. So you come in, you may know somebody, but if me correcting somebody that's off code, that's not on code, if that bothers you, y'all can go together. As I've said before, I could be here by myself, 2 people watch me. But more people come because everybody won't want to come anyway, because the trolls be begging me behind the scenes. Put me up, let me in the game, coach. Nope. No, y'all know that, huh? Huh? Did you hear what I just said? I say the trolls, once they get blocked, they be begging me. I got receipts. I'm letting you know. We don't do no, we ain't nobody gonna disrespect my platform. This group is for us. Huh? This is the only place you can go. You can share your own information. And we can be out and out. So ain't nobody gonna take it back. I saw it coming. I've been living long enough. I know how people do. And let me tell you how the country song goes. First, she gonna come on strong, like she gonna love you all night long, like it's going out of style. Then she gonna leave you with a smile. You're gonna give her all your heart. Then she gonna tear your world apart. Oh yeah, she gonna love you, and then leave you with a smile. I ain't picking on women, but that's all I ever dated. So, so that's just, y'all straight. I think out of Fort Worth. Now, let's continue. How to get banned. Here we go, family. Any attempt to hijack or undermine the H-Town channel will get you permanently banned. All right? At this point, we ain't got many permanent bans. We got a few. But you don't come to somebody else's house disrespectful out of pocket. And ain't no way y'all smooth. I get banned before all y'all in here right now. I get banned before y'all will. But these out of pocket people. That's the ones we're talking about. You just won't follow rules. They don't, especially not agreeing to the rules. So I'm gonna explain something to y'all. I understand. See, let me tell you what the jealousy is not the term for people having a problem with wanting something that you got. The term is envy. Jealousy just means that you have something and you don't want nobody to take it. Okay? All right? That's jealous. You have a husband or wife or children, and you think somebody is trying to influence a family member, or you have a nice car you like and someone trying to take it. That's jealous. Envious is much more devious. Envious, a person feels frustration and resentment and is motivated by wanting something someone else possesses, or their quality or success. So always be up on game. And we're not gonna let nothing or nobody damage the brand. Smash that like button, everybody. Smash. Y'all been doing good. People, I guess they've been kind of busy. Some been coming in and out, but y'all, what I appreciate about y'all smash that like button. We got more likes than people viewing, and we doing real good on the viewing. Let us continue. We about to hit to it. Now it's time to get on topic, family. All right. We was chatting. If y'all say a little something, y'all can still say hi to each other, whatever. But when it comes to information, I got a lot, a bit over here, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna, then do a little something else, and then we're gonna hear from you. Let's get on topic. What's the topic for tonight? The do's and don'ts of CNP examination room. When you go behind those doors, what are the things that you should do, and what are the things that you shouldn't do? All right. First, let's cover the do's, okay? The things that you should do before you go into a CNP room. The things you should be prepared to do or understand before you go in there. Let's do this, family. Now, the first thing, you need to be aware of what type of exam you're going to and what the goal of the exam is. What is the exam's goal? All right, we're going to deal with those two first. That's the first thing. First thing you need to do. All right, be prepared. Would be prepared to do what? Knowing what type of exam it is. That's how you get prepared. And the goal of the exam. All right, I'm breaking this down now. You ain't gonna get it nowhere else. This type of concise. Well, I say this type of concise. This concise. Now, here are the different types of claims, okay? So if you file a claim, there are different types of claims. And if you want more about this, we'll talk about that in a second. But we're going to be focusing on direct service connected, secondary claims, and presumptive. But we went over a whole bunch of them. Look at them up here. That's why I don't have time for foolishness. Look how much information and effort we put in, and we doing things that other people do not do. Okay? They ain't taking the time to do all this. I'm talking about other YouTubers. The VA doesn't take time to do this. Now, if you want more information on the different types of claim, we have 10 different types of claim. And depending on the type of claim that you file, it will dictate your back pay date. See how important that is? Now let us continue. The first one we're going to talk about, when we say the type of claim, the first type of claim, remember we're dealing with the first thing, number one, is the type of claim and the goals. We're going to talk about 3 types of claims and 3 goals under number 1, the dues. First thing you need to know, are you getting a direct service connection claim or a primary claim? That's when you actually, something happened to you and it's directly related to your military service. That's a direct claim. So for example, if you're a paratrooper and you injured yourself, or not a paratrooper, okay? Now we have a new person in the room, say Farm Girl, Rebel. She say, hello everyone from, I wanna say, is that Minnesota? What does the MN stand for, y'all? 6 Blur, okay. And Now, here we go. So let me pull this up, and Farm Girl, it's up to you. If you would like to chat in the group, we appreciate you being here. All we need you to do is agree to the rules here. We got them right here. You know that you won't incite any arguments. We trying to keep trolling out of the room. Won't waste no time and won't crash out, meaning get triggered by something. So all you have to do is put your, like H-Town I did, and agree to the rules, and we'll be fine. But if you want to just sit back, you're good. That's all. That's fine also. You say from Minnesota, okay. Let's see. Now, that's on topic, so we're going to cover that. You say hello, Farm Girl. Let me see what we got here. So this is on topic, so we're going to cover that. Let's add this back to the stage. Our brother says, the examiner did not help my friend for a CMP exam. Sometimes they're not supportive. That's why we're making sure we're straight. My friend needed help with paperwork. Interesting. But yes, Farm Girl, we just, everybody agrees to the rules. But if you want to sit back, you're so welcome. We appreciate you being here. Agree to the rules, you got to say yes. Oh, thank you so much to chat. But just to sit back, you're okay. Now let us continue, family. Now, once you know you have an injury, then is that injury connected to your military service? So if your MOS or your job, or you just walking around the base, or you off base and injure yourself, it's related to your time in the military. Okay, you that's a direct service connection. Something happened while you were in, and now you're injured. All right, so that's the first type. Then the second type of claim that we're only considering 3. Okay, look at what she said. Now look how Farm Girl came in here. Let me tell you something, Farm Girl. We're gonna get to secondary service connection in a second. But y'all make me happy. When new people come in, I have to say something. Y'all don't realize we had 26, we got 23 people in there now. I'm so happy. We doing this here. We making this environment right. We're gonna do a little chat here now. Let me see what Farm Girl was. So Farm Girl say, listen what she say. Agree, yes. No trolling. Ick. You see the type of environment we making here. Then I'm gonna do a little chat here. Hello. I'm breaking my own rule. Are y'all gonna put me in timeout? Look, love say hello, Farm Girl. And then she's not in California, I don't think. Love now. And so she said, Vonda Norman say, good evening, Mr. H-Town vet and veteran family. Welcome to all newcomers to the channel. Hope everyone is safe and warm. Yes, right now, it's a little hot now. I'm gonna turn that heat down. Vonda Norman, let us know what the temperature is where you at. And Vonda Norman say, welcome, Farm Girl. Yeah, we got a little chance to chat. When we do this, we got a little chance. We get the information out, then we get back to it. Then Love say, hello, Vonda Norman. And Coasty say, Vonda Norman. And then Veteran Positive Plug say, welcome, Farm Girl. I like to pull it up on the screen because this will be on the recording where everybody can see it on YouTube. We want to know the love we got for the family. Vonda Norman say, hello, love. Then we have our brother Charleston says, evening, Vonda Norman, Farm Girl. And then we got a U.S. Air Force in the house. Hold on, look at this here. Betty Bob say, good evening, Charleston Zimmerman, Major, love, Farm Girl, Rebel, Rose City D in the house. Farm Girl say, U.S. Air Force vets here. We're gonna say, President County for salute. I am the H-Town vet. All the new people. All right, y'all in here, smash that like button. You see, I put my plug in right there. I'm a Southern man. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. So my accent may be unique because it's not just unique to Texas. It's unique to the Houston area. Huh? I'm like, I guess you can call me country hood. Now, well, I'm not a country boy, I'm a Southern man. Veteran Policy Plug say, hello, Vonda Norman. Hope that knee is doing good today. Let us know about that knee, sister. Now, Vonda Norman says 30 degrees. Now, I told y'all what the degrees. Let us know in Minnesota, our sister Farm Girl Rebel. Let us know what that temperature is where you at. All right, we doing good. We about to get back this information, but we doing good. We've already talked about direct service connection. That the dues that you go into the exam, you need to know what type of claim you're filing when you go into that examination room. All right. And then Bonnie Woman say hello, Mr. Veteran Policy Club. And our brother Kevin Colbert Sr. said hello. And y'all said hello to everybody. Like I said, I may not get to all the chats, family, or the hellos, but y'all can hello each other. Hold on, family. I got to stop the presses. I ain't never seen this one. Have you seen this one here since we've been here in the chat? Did you hear what she said? It's a -6 in Minnesota. And Love will say hello to Kevin. Yes. What? -32 with wind chill. Farm girl, do you have those horses put up? Do you have a blanket on those horses? Do you have them put up in the barn? Do they have plenty of hay? Do you have some sweet feed in there? Huh? You got them straight. Let us know. Now, Kevin Colbert Sr. say, evening, love. Now, let's get back to our information. Thank you, our family. Like I said, we're going to stay on task. For those you just get here, we'll stop if a new person come in, but y'all can say hi to each other. You can do that. But we're going to stay on the task of what we're doing for the people that may be watching recorded. And to keep, so secondary service connection. So if you don't have a primary service connected disability that you need to be aware of when you're going into this, talking to this examiner, it may be a secondary. Now with secondary, you're dealing with such things. Let's say we're talking about an ankle injury right now, right? We're talking about an ankle injury right now. So if you have an ankle injury and it's so bad that you can't work out and you're a person that likes to stay in shape, that it causes you to be depressed, the depression can be secondary to your ankle injury. So you may not have a 10 or 20% for your ankle injury. However, you might get a 70% rating for depression. Your secondary condition can have a higher rating than your primary condition. Now let's see what I asked her a question, so I want to hear what she's saying. She said, how's that livestock? That's what our sister said, farm girl. She said, nah, they are woolly bears. Okay. But they come and go into the barn. Okay. Livestock love it as long as it's windy or a blizzard. Okay. All right. Y'all keep chatting away. Now let us continue on the information, family. I'm going to let y'all chat. Kevin says 24 degrees where you at? Coasty says 70. But I'm tripped out, Coasty. It's 30 where you at and snowing. 24 degrees where Kevin at. Now this is what a trip. Seems like places that snow, it don't be as cold while it's snowing. Is that a thing or what? Now, let us continue. So now when it comes, you can claim depression as a secondary condition to many things that are related to pain. So when you're in there talking to that examiner, yes, say, I'm here for my ankle to get an increase, but doc, this been bothering me so much that it causes me pain and I get sad and depressed. Huh? That they might put something in there about secondary service connected. Or they might put a statement in there that you say it caused you to be depressed. So say it's right now it's 37 degrees in New Brunswick, between San Antonio and Austin. That is. I love that. Love say, oh, we just jealous of you. High 60s, low 70s. Do you hear that in California? He flexing. Now let's see what Zimmerman say. H-Town vet is depression. Why VA always asks appointment about doing self-harm? Yes, because we got to stop here, family. This is an excellent question, my brother. When questions like this come up, this is part of what we're talking about. So you got to understand this, everybody, family, that mental health conditions put us at a higher risk of self-harm. You understand? That's why they always ask, or do you feel like harming yourself? Okay, and it's nothing wrong with telling them. Even when you go into these CMP exams, let them know. As long as you ain't talking about harming yourself right then, and you don't have no plan. Okay, just tell them all the time, or whenever it happens, whenever it bothers you, you let them know. Because depression, that's why you get such high ratings for mental health. I think suicide ideation, that's like a 70%. All right, self-harm. Now, let us continue, family. Great question. Yes, that's why. Because at one time, about 10 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, 22 veterans a day was taking their lives. Did you hear what I just said? Now let's see what our sister say here. Sister Betty Bopp says, Charleston Zimmerman, civilian therapist, asked the same question. Did not know that. Do they do that when you have mental health, or do they do that? Let us know in the chat, family. Have anybody ever asked you, were you depressed when you were just in there for a physical condition, not a mental health condition? Put a yes in the chat or a thumbs up. Let us know if they've ever asked you that. That's a good one. So let them know if you have a physical condition that inside the CMP exam that's causing you to suffer from mental health condition. This is new to me. They probably did it to me. I just don't remember. Betty Bopp says yes. You telling me that you're going there for something physical, and they ask you, do you have feelings of harming yourself? What? Even a veteran policy plug. See, I'm learning something here. This is why I tell you, Farm Girl Rebel. This is I'm learning just as much as y'all here. I have some knowledge, but y'all tell me things as a group that I just didn't know. Even Farm Girls say yes. So you can go in there about your shoulder, and they'll ask you, are you depressed or are you at risk of harming yourself? This is new to me. I thought they only asked you that when you had mental health conditions. Learn something new, family, don't we? Now let us continue. So remember, we're talking about mainly an ankle injury here. So this ankle injury is, if it causes you to be depressed, let them know in the CMP exam. Now, the last we're going to talk about only 3. Remember, there's over 10 or more types of claims things that you can claim. Now we're going to talk about presumptive service connection. Okay. Oh boy, even Army George. Thank y'all for telling me that. But let me ask y'all this here. Would you, if you go into your primary care doctor, the one that deals with your physical conditions, would you tell them that you are having problems of hurting yourself, or you would call your mental health doctor? Would you tell them? Oh, we having a good conversation. This is the kind of conversation I want to have. This is going to help the people that watch this recording. Now, we on topic. I like this. Listen what Farm Girl Rebel say. They asked my VSO as well. And he ended up on a list and had to do check-ins every couple months. Let me tell y'all something. We are veterans. We belong to the federal government. You understand? They'll come to your house and get you. Now, ain't nothing wrong with if you need the help. They'll come get you though. Ain't nothing you can do about it. No search warrant. They'll come get you, huh? And put you somewhere where you be at peace. I said, well, what about feeding a cat? Don't worry about it. We got your cat for you. Huh? Yes, primary care always asks. Didn't know that, Brother Dennis. So glad that you're in here. And I believe, Brother Dennis, you already agreed to the rule about trolling, right? I think you did. So you don't have to do it again. Now, yeah, unless you hadn't. Brother Charleston said, yes, back in 2019, cut my wrist. They thought I did it on purpose. Man, I was working in the yard one day, and you know I'm a yard person. And one of them limbs scraped my wrist, and I had to go into that doctor. I was nervous, as a prostitute in church. I was so nervous. I like, hey, doc, I didn't do this intentionally. Look, I didn't cut deep. I was working in the yard. He says, hey, Mr. H. John, it's okay. I like, you see how nervous that makes us? Cause I don't want to send them drop down boys to come get me, roll me out of here. Cause I'm gonna tell you, once you up in there, in that mental health facility, the more you try to get out, the longer they'll keep you. You kind of got to just chill out. Look, the dudes be going in there. You got guys at 100% that's homeless because they blow all their money. So they're going there to eat food, and when they get around paycheck time, they trying to get out. Stop the cap. Now, we're going to talk about presumptive here in a second. Let's get to this related topic. Baby Bob says, civilian mental health therapists ask the same question when I go to mental health. Go for mental health through your insurance. I was complaining about my migraines and back. So let me ask you this, and y'all tell me if this is the case, because we're talking about CMP exams tonight, but we're using the ankle injury as an example. But with ankle injuries can come pain. Now that we brought up that pain can cause depression from that ankle injury, we're starting to have a very fluid conversation about what? About how pain, whether it be ankle pain, back pain, or whatever type of pain, can actually cause people to have mental health conditions and be paid at a secondary, they can be secondary service connected. Interesting. So migraines, can that also cause depression too, right? Yeah. Now, love say, VA on the lookout for vets are taking themselves out and not mentioning what they are going through. Oh boy, what are the signs that y'all need to put some of the signs in here that when a person is quiet but they're planning on they might be at risk of harming themselves? What is one? They start giving away all their possessions. What is something else that they do? They might start saying goodbye to everybody. Y'all can think something, put them in the chat. Now, let me see. Okay. He said, I agree earlier. Now, Baby Bob say, was that the Baker rule in Florida? Okay, was that the Baker? Now, the Baker rule is different in this thing. Let me explain. Us being in the VA system, a lot of people thinking because we may have mental health, we may have to go over this topic. We have mental health. That doesn't mean that you fall in the Baker rule where they come take your weapon from you. That's when you're at risk. You can have these conditions. The issue is if you fall, Baker rule is separate from the VA. And we'll talk more in more detail about that later. But thank y'all for bringing up very good information about secondary. And now let's talk about presumptive service connection. Presumptive service connection is a lot simpler to get. I ain't gonna say simpler, but it's a lot more. It's like straightforward. Now, with presumptive, the VA automatically believes that certain disabilities were caused by military service. If you were in Vietnam and you have prostate cancer, that's a presumptive illness that they say most likely happened there in Vietnam, and they just automatically qualify for it if you can prove that you were in country and in certain part of the water. I forget the blue water, some kind of blue water, brown water. I forget what the water. The Navy. Watch our video. The PACT Act, toxic exposure. Watch that, and we go over that in detail. It's changing every day. We have a lot of updates to do to the live stream, but this is a very powerful one. So we talked about when you're going into an exam, you need to know what type of claim you're filing. We just talked about only 3 out of the 10 that we have on our other video. We talked about primary, which is direct service connection. We talked about secondary service connection, and we just talked about what? Presumptive service connection. So there are others, but we just want to use 3 examples. You need to know if you're going into an exam, if you're going for one of these three types of claims, so you'll know how to conduct yourself in the claim. Isn't that good information we putting out there? Now, Now that we know what type of claim you may want to file, in this case, we're using primary service connection. Now we need to know what the goal of the claim is. So what are you talking about goal? We're talking about goal. Now we're going to talk about the goal. Now the goal is, number one, where you at? Now that you got to get ready to do a CMP exam, that means you've already filed, you focus on what you want to do, you got your evidence together, you backed it up with law, and then you submitted your claim. That's why you're going to a CMP exam. Now you get to the checklist of what you're trying to do, okay? And we're about to break that down. You need to know what you're trying to do. This is very important when you're going to a CMP exam. You need to know why you are there. Many times we go to CMP exam, we didn't know why we were there. I had no idea what they were doing when I was there. I didn't know. I actually told the CMP examiner, he asked me, do you know why you're here? I say, to get a job. I got to come up on screen on that. I did say that. And the other one, the examiner said, do you have any problems? I said, I don't have none. Nothing wrong with me. And you know what's so horrible about it? They still service connected me. I was so happy because I said, I got to go back to work. So I was just telling them stuff, just get on up out of here. Let me up out of here. Now, my brother said, I'm taking a little stop here because it's on topic. Mental health and physical health goes together, sometimes vice versa. Hold on. So you're telling me not only can physical health affect your mental health can have physical ramifications also. Are there certain pains that are associated with mental health conditions like PTSD? So I've heard. Great information, H-Town. And then we have Farm Girl Rebel says, love, agreed. Being in pain for long periods of time can really mess with one's mental health. Now listen to what the alternative said. Now, can you file a new claim and a supplemental at the same time? That I don't know. Not for the same thing. But you can have more than one claim out there for different disabilities. You can only address one issue in one way. So yes, H-Time, my father suffered from both. And rest in power for your father. For those you don't know, that our brother, Love Daddy, was a Vietnam veteran, and he's a dependent. So yes, you can. Wow. Y'all teaching me some stuff here, family. Now let us continue. So we need to know where. See, here at the H-Town Vet, we broke down the claim process. Nowhere else will you get this. We started off at the focus, getting what you're trying to do, get your evidence together based on what you're claiming. But the focus is what you're claiming. Evidence is what evidence you have from your military service and civilian world and the VA hospital that backs it up. Then get the VA law that backs up the evidence, then submit your claim. And now we're at the part where we're going to deal with the diagnosis, nexus, or severity. I call it the disabled veteran checklist. In order to be a disabled veteran, you have to have these three things: a diagnosis, a nexus, which is the connection between your military service and your injury, and what the severity level of that condition is. All right? Now, listen here. Then you go to the exam. Then you update your claim. We're not doing all these today, but I'm letting you know. You get an update on your claim. Then if they deny it, you can file an appeal, and then hopefully the claim get approved. Now she said, but if the primary claim gets denied, the secondary one will too, if you are trying to connect to the one that was denied. Oh, so that's something else. So if the primary claim, so let's follow what she's saying. This is on top of what we're doing. So you're in exam and you filing for a primary. Let's say the primary is for the ankle, what we're talking about. This is just beautiful. Oh, thank you, Love, and Alaska Nice. Thank you so much. Thank both of you. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, this ties in. So let's say based on what we've been talking about tonight. Let's say we're talking about somebody that's claiming as primary an ankle injury. So let's say they claim that as a primary condition, and this is the first time they ever did it, and they filing for that, and they claim secondary pain, right, or depression. Let's say claim depression because of the pain from the what? The pain from the ankle injury. Well, if they lose the claim, the primary claim on the ankle injury, let me know if I'm right, Alaska Nights. You are saying that they're going to definitely lose the claim for depression because they didn't get the primary service connection, so there can be no secondary service connection. Is that what you're saying, my sister? Let us know. And I'll turn and say, okay, thank you, Alaskan Ice. And then Bonnie Gorman say, hello, Alaskan Ice. Let us know that. See, we got that. We see by interacting in this chat, what we get done. Everybody ain't trying to act like they smarter than everybody else. Everybody just coming in here, soaking up game. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, brother Love, and sister Alaskan Ice. Let us continue. Now, where we at now? So now that we've covered the type of claim, we there were three that we talked about: primary claims, secondary claims, and presumptive claims. Right? We saying it's going to be first one's going to be. We said it's going to be primary claims. So now we got to decide something else. We got three choices again. Junior, D in the house. Come on, family, y'all doing this love. Come on, we're gonna talk about the goal of the claim. We just got through talking about the type of claim. This is on number one, family. Go back and watch it if you didn't catch it. You in late. But I'm gonna show some love to the people coming into the room. Now we're gonna talk about the goal of the claim. All right, and this could be one or three, or it could be two or three. And let me explain. All right, I'm about to explain. You say, well, not. So first, let me get up what our sister Alaskan Ice says. She says, and 1151 claim is a type of claim, is the type of VA claim that may only be filed by a veteran suffering from an injury or illness that results from medical malpractice during VA medical treatment. It allows veterans to earn VA disability even if the condition or death is not related to their military service. Now, that's what I'm saying. When y'all go back and look at the 10 types of claim. So if you were trying to file that type of claim on the behalf of a family member that passed, yes. So look at our 10 types of claims. We only covered primary today, secondary, and presumptive. Now, Brother D says in the house, say hello, everyone. Our brother Junior says, Junior, hello. Y'all, sorry for the delay. It's okay. Brother Junior, we want to thank you because you're the one that told us and love that new army. Let me get up here, family. We're going to catch this and we're going to keep on with the things because we got 30 people in there. We thank y'all for being in here. Smash that like button, family. Smash that like button. Now, let me come up on the screen. Junior, I want to give a special apology to you, brother. You told me about these trolls. The trolls went deep, bro. And after you did that, I've been doing things to correct it. I'm glad you're back, and I want to give a personal apology to you because I didn't really know, but that's no excuse. It's my responsibility, my platform. So thank you, and for you, Junior, our brother Jordan, 11 Bravo, and Glock, and I acknowledged y'all last time. That video I took down, I was just trying to make a message on it. But tonight, you'll see what I'm talking about. But we did talk about how Yo Left Yo and all of them was cutting up, but they've been cutting up deep. All right, that wasn't on the one we've been dealing with them, the trolls. We made rules, okay? So, brother Junior, you in the room. Here is the rules to let you know to be able to chat in the live stream. Here's the rules that you gotta agree to. Let me show you what we got here. You got to agree to the rules right here, Brother June. All you got to do is you're a subscriber already. You just have to press yes, because only subscribers can chat. You have to put yes in the chat, and then I'm gonna put it in front of this sign, and then and what you're agreeing to, not to incite argument, waste time, or crash out. You're the reason I made these rules. So this brother is, I really appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Brother June. Now, we had Bonnie gonna say hi, D. I'm gonna go over these while we got a little break here. Bonnie gonna say hi, Junior, and then Alaska Knight say, yes, that is right. I am saying, wow. Thank you for dropping that knowledge, sister. Alaska Knight was saying, welcome to Alternative, and Love say hello, Junior. Junior is one of our what you call them, long timers, and Farm Girl Rebel. Now, Thumper, you agreed to the rules already, right? So you should be all right. Didn't you agree to them already? Then Bionic Woman says, hello. I think you're one of the first people to do it. Let me see what we got here. Now, y'all coming in now, understand that we're staying on topic with the conversation. That's why it's 30 people in the room, 29 people in the room. So we're staying on topic and we're covering it. Now, listen to what our brothers say here. Charleston says, H-Town Vet. So should wait for primary approval, then file secondary if symptoms are disabling? No, you don't wait to file no claim. You go for it. Let me tell you why. Do you want me to tell you why? This is so wonderful. Let's see what Julie said. Now, my brother, you say yes. Now, you, Junior, are you saying yes to the rules? You say, yeah, I'm glad you changed the channel for the better. So I'm assuming you saying yes, because you either one I read that came up with it. Oh, yes, brother. I got receipts tonight, brother. I don't just have receipts, I have invoices, huh? I'm telling the trolls not just what they paid, but I'm telling what they owe. Huh? They think I'm old country bumpkin. I'm a Southern man and I'm not stupid. Oh boy, this is fun. I like when people underestimate Southern people or people from the rural areas. Now here we go. Because I like to drag them slow and slow roast. Now let's see what we have here. Now you should do both of them at the same time, my brother. You should file both of them at the same time because you don't want to lose your back pay date, okay? So that's why if you have a primary, you file it, and a secondary or whatever, no, you file them both at the same time because some people don't file all the claims at one time. No, don't do that. Now, listen to what she said. Farm Girl Rebel say, this is a really nice chat group. Did you hear what she just said? Do you hear what she just said? We were doing real good, sister, and the trolls went to war on us, and we shut them down over here. You understand what I'm saying? Now listen, thank you for saying it. Everybody tell that sister thank you. Alaska Knight say, file for disability compensation with form. Now listen what the form is. VA form 21-526EZ. This is on topic, so that's why we're talking about it. Huh? Listen to what she's saying. It's Alaska Nights. Prepare when you file a disability claim, you'll have a chance to provide evidence to support your claim. Evidence could be included VA medical records and hospital records related to your claim. All she's doing is backing up the stuff I'm talking about right here. He said, yes, I did. I know you did. I forgot. I'm sorry. You have been our brother been out time. How your son doing? Let us know how your son doing, brother. And say conditions. I'm continuing on with it last night. What did she say before? Related to your claim, conditions or that show your related disabilities have gotten worse. So either you filing for causation with a service connection or aggravation. Aggravation meaning increase in severity level. Come on now. It gotten worse. If it's getting worse, that means it's the severity level increases. The more severe, the more you get paid. Now, has gotten worse. Private medical records and hospital reports that that relate to your claim condition or that show your disability has gotten worse. Remember, that's increased severity level. Gotten worse. She just made it simple. Now, look what we got here. We got, last can I say, supporting statements from family, friends, co-workers, clergy, or law enforcement personnel. I can't read no more because she already got what I've written down. She always got it to say, and it with knowledge about how and when your disability happened or when it got worse. And Thumper said, yes, he already agreed. Now, dog face soldier, if you come in here and you ain't been in here, brother, we miss you. We know we always, you always on my side, brother. We know that. We got new rules in here. If you haven't agreed to them yet, I don't know if you had a chance. If you did, let me know you did. All you have to do is press yes next to this here. All right. And basically what you're saying is you agree not to incite argument, waste time, or crash out. I know you don't plan on doing that, but I got to make it where everybody follow the rules. Now, some of y'all saying thank you. He said legacy claim here. Okay, that's from him. Now, Dogface Soldier says, hello, my veteran family and H-Town. Love the new look. Just stopped by to say much love. Don't stop putting your good information out. Love you, H-Town. Oh, I'm not. We kind of stayed on topic with it. And let's see what Dogface say he agreed. I'm gonna read the rest of y'all information. I'm gonna stop on Dogface and we're gonna get back to the topic at hand, and we're gonna go over y'all information. We can save some of that for the chat. I mean, for the after party too. But for the people that's watching recorded, we want to make sure we don't miss out. We're gonna get to y'all. All right. We want y'all to stay on topic, okay? Y'all been doing an excellent job of doing so. Now let's talk about, since we talked about the type of claim when you're going into the exam room, let's talk about the goal of the claim. So to be a disabled veteran checklist that you're not going to get anywhere else but here at the H-Town Vet. All right. What do you need? What is your goal? Are you trying to get a medical diagnosis? Are you trying to get service connection? That's the nexus. Are you trying to show how bad your condition is, or is it getting worse? Are you trying to get increased severity level? Are you trying to get all three? Let's say you already got service connection. All you need is an increased condition. And I ain't gonna look at all of them, but love us, say hello, dog soldier. And we're gonna get to y'all. We're gonna cover a lot of this family in the video, because we want to do this for people watching live and recorded. So always pay attention. Now here goes to the information, because this is good information. Now, the first thing is the diagnosis. What is the diagnosis? It is a recognized injury or condition. So this don't mean that it's service connected. It just means that you have the condition or illness. So in this case, we're talking about somebody with an ankle injury. Let's say you got a diagnosis. You can have a diagnosis, but that don't mean that you're service connected. That's the first step. But if you already got a diagnosis, your next step is to get a nexus, is to connect that injury to your military service. Well, if you've gotten both of those, I'm getting ahead of myself. But the first thing is the diagnose, okay? I'm sorry, let's stop at diagnose. So you have to have a diagnosis from somebody that qualified to give you a diagnosis. So in this case, we're talking about that ankle injury, right? Come on now. So if you got that, you moved up in your claim, your goal of your claim. You don't need that. So that's no longer the goal of your claim. So now let's say your goal is to connect the injury or condition or depression or PTSD or leg injury or irritable bowel syndrome or GERD. You're trying to connect that to your military service. You need a nexus. You need to be able to connect that injury to your military service. Right, and we're dealing with direct service connection, all right? So let's get on to that. So if in this case, if the individual, and I think we use John Brown Jr. in this one, he had service connected because in the military he was a paratrooper and he injured his ankle. All right, let's talk about it. That's connecting it to it. That's now that we got the nexus out the way, and you can get a nexus letter from individuals. Okay, you can get a nexus letter from doctors, medical professionals, people that are qualified to fill them out. You may be able to get them. You can ask different people depending on the condition that you have. I like that she said, "Hello, newbie here." Okay, we gonna show. We gonna get to the rest of y'all stuff. Y'all just keep chatting. We gonna talk. And listen what he said. He said, "Oh, I get his son. I gotta stop here to ask him about this." He said he graduated on the 16th because I asked him this question. He got to hang out. I said, we got to hang out with him for 2 days. He left Chicago on the 18th, headed to A school, and we headed back to Texas. I hear you. And say, Thumper say, Cross say, Luke Thumper, yeah, we thank your son for his service. And we'll get to some of y'all, we know y'all said hello to Dollface Soldier, and we appreciate y'all. But we gonna say this information right now. Now, because other people are watching, more people in there because we're going through the information on a consistent manner. Now, the next thing, once you have the diagnosis and the nexus, and let's say you already got a rating, that could be a 0% rating, it could be up to 30, 50, 100% rating. Well, not 100. The 100, you got the highest rating you can get. Now, service connection. You already service connected. Now, all you look for is the severity level. How severe your condition is. Has it worsened since your last rating? That is, how does the injury affect your ability to work and function in daily life? Okay? So, in employment, getting out the bed, how does it affect you with your family? So, yes, indeed. Now let us continue, family. So the severity level could be very minor, from 0%, which is non-compensatable, but you are service connected. Watch our video, the benefits of a 0% rating, the advantages of a 0% rating. You get a lot of benefits at 0% because if you service connected for dental at 0%, you can get free dental care. Whatever you service connected for, you get treatment for, and you qualify for several other things. So check it out. So the severity level. Now, once you know what you're going to do, we're just getting through number one. I think it's still number one. We're talking about the type of claim you file and the goal of the claim. Now you know the type and the goal. The final goal is what you're getting, the increase. If try to shoot for what you think you qualify for, the highest one. And for ankle injury, it's a 20% rating. So this individual's at 10% trying to go to 20. The next one is review claim file. This is the next do. First do is know what? Number one, you need to know the type of claim you're filing and the goal of the claim, whether that be you're filing for a nexus, a service connection, or increased rating. But the next, so that's out the way. Now review your claim file. That is the second thing you need to do. You need to be prepared when you get up into that room. You hear what I'm saying? Now, this is why you need your C file. What Alaskan Ice and several other people said earlier. This is why you need your C file. You hear what I'm saying? Because that's going to be your what? Your claim file. And it has your VA claim history and other records that they pull. Now, our brothers say, good night, family. I will watch the replay. Be safe. You do the same. And y'all can keep chatting away. Man, y'all don't keep chatting away. It's good. Now, so since this person know that they're looking for information in their file dealing with their ankle injury, but you might find other stuff in there that might help you find other conditions. So always have open mind. But you can be looking for ones on about TBI. You can file for permanent total status if you have a temporary 100%. Now let us continue, family. Now in the claim file, these are the records. Now that you're in the exam room, make sure that you already knowledgeable of information that the doctor might ask you. One, the doctor, you need to make sure that they reviewed your file. You listening to them? Well, first you need to make sure that you're aware of everything in your claim file, that if they ask you, you'll be able to talk to them about it, okay? And you don't want to say contradictory things to what's in the file. So they're supposed to review your file. Let's say the VA sends you to a CMP exam. Review of the medical evidence. The doctor's supposed to have your claim file and review your social and work impairment, in service. They're going to ask you about your social and work impairment. You're going to tell them that part. Then your in-service personnel records, they should be reviewing those. Your in-service medical records, your private treatment records from a private doctor outside the VA, and your VA treatment records, okay? You hear me? So that's your claim file. Now, let us continue, family. And you should review them before you go in there, and you ask the doctor, let me come up on the screen. You ask the examiner. Now, if it's your personal examiner, you give them all this information, because the VA is not just going to give it to them. You give them all this information. You'll see your claim file. That's why you need to do a Freedom of Information Act, or the easy way to make sure you get everything, go to one of the VSOs, the Veteran Service Officer, and let them get it for you, okay? Now, let us continue, family. But you need to be aware of what's in your file. That's going to help you win your claim. And you don't want to say anything that's contradictory to your claim. So you may forget something because you ain't been in the military a long time, or haven't looked over your claim file in a while. Now, let us continue. Now, if this is important, especially if the doctor, now this is why it's important that you get a copy of your claims file, your CMP examination or your public DBQ examination. Let's say you print one off and you give it to a doctor. Make sure they review these things, because the VA may reject your claim if the doctor hadn't reviewed your claim file, your treatment records, your private and public, and your VA records, your in-service personnel records, and all that. Make sure that they've done that, and that's very important. This is dealing with review. Number 2, dealing with reviewing the file. Third one thing is presenting clinical evidence. When you're in that room, you need to tell a doctor what's wrong with you, like you're talking to a mechanic. Are you following me? Family. Number 3, presenting clinical evidence. We're going to explain what clinical evidence is up in here. And anybody watching live and recorded, you go through the chat. What you see is people that are on code with what we're doing, and you're going to learn information from us and the chat. I suggest that you look at both of them, because we are bringing information together that you're not going to get anywhere else. Other people got a whole bunch of trolls in their chat. We got knowledge being broken down here. I'm not the only competent individual. We have several competent individuals that's knowledgeable about the VA process and their claim in particular. Now let us continue. What is clinical evidence? I wonder, what is it? Now, sister gave it all up. Look, I got to come up on the screen. Alaskan Iceland already typed most of the stuff I put up here. I be trying to beat it to it, but I'm glad she do it, because it makes me feel good, letting me know we on the same page. And I want to thank her for all the information that she gives to the H-Town Vet channel. A lot of this stuff that you get here, I give her special acknowledgement for. She ain't never tried to puff her head up. She ain't never tried to. We gotta appreciate her. You understand? When I ain't never had to ask Bionic Woman, hey, can you tell everybody happy? She give me information. She give me ideas. I gotta come up with some more stuff. She the one gave me the idea for the background. I want to thank Dogface Soldier for telling me how to hold it down. Huh? Rose City D, all y'all, man. Man, y'all made me feel good. Let me get back on. I'm gonna give myself a warning. Hold on. H-Town, calm down. Okay, okay. Get back on task. Okay, okay. Stand down, Mr. Warning Man. Stand down, Mr. Warning Man. I'm trying to get him off the screen. He eyeballing me. And he don't even have no eyes. But that's what the warning looked like. I'm trying to get him up off the screen because he's making me nervous. Now, here we go. Back to it, people. Now, what is clinical evidence? This is the third thing. We're going to have 9 do's. This do here, what you should do is have clinical evidence. Any medical records or other evidence that support a veteran's disability claim. What is other evidence? Thank you, my brother. You say you like that background. Thank you, my brother. Yes, and thank you so much. Special thanks to Sister Bionic Woman for giving me the idea and told me how to do it. She told me what things I need to have on there. And I haven't put them all on there yet, but I'm working on it, sister. Now look what I say, any medical records or other evidence that support a veteran's disability claim. What does it mean by other records? Meaning your personnel records, because they have stuff about your MOS. So if you was a paratrooper, they're going to have it documented if you had an incident where you fell out of a plane and broke a leg or hurt your ankle, and that's going to help in your claim. So some of your things may not just be in your medical records, they'll be in your personnel file, right? Now, so in this information, look for things that support your claim. He laughing on that. And he said like that. Baby Bob say, thank Alaska Night. Y'all know it's hard for me not to say it in the thing. He say the highest scheduled rating for severe back pain is 100%. Isn't it hard to get that? Now, he say, good. I'm going to stop here because I know I'm supposed to be going over this right now. Good job, Alaska Nights. Good information. Yes, we got to praise it for that. Now, here we go. Now, back to what we're talking about. This evidence can include medical test results. So when you had a result, okay, let's say, for example, we're going to have to put females in it more often. If you had an injury that affected you in the military, where when you find out that you can't have babies no more because of that, and it's a test result that show that you no longer can have babies, take that and use that as part of your claim. Hospital records and statements from friends and family. Private medical records we just talked about, but we're going to overlap on this information. Military personnel records, because it has information about your MOS. Because if you had a wreck outside the base, it may not be in your records on the base. So the personnel file will have that information. Not the hospital medical records. If you went to a hospital outside the base, so you go into your personnel file and look for things that could support your claim too. VA hospital records, supporting and lay statements. Now, supporting statements is just family. You say things in general, like supporting statements, or like your family say, my grandmother did one for me, that I was a different person, than what it was, and living with you, how it is, your spouse, how hard it is to live, or the things that they go through. Then with you are some of the things that you show. Lay statements goes into specifically your medical condition that they've observed from you, okay? They're writing about your PTSD, how you can't get around because of your ankle injury. In a nexus letter, well, you know what that is. You get somebody to write a nexus letter, you take it into the CMP exam. If you hadn't done it already. Now, and medical opinions, any doctors that say this about your claim or say that about your claim, that's in favor of what you're filing for. Did you hear what I'm saying? If you don't turn nothing in that's not in favor of your claim. Remember what I just told. Now, get that C file, family. Get that claims file. And in there will also be things like your decision letters, past decision letters, past notification letters, if you're filing for an increase or filing for something else. Let's say it shows that you got the ankle injury in your last claim that you won, that you got the 10% with. Well, they might help you with the secondary claim, filing for pain and depression for the depression because of the ankle injury, because you're already service connected for. You're filing for an increase for the ankle, but you can also be filing for secondary claim for depression. Now, and your code sheet, VA code sheet. Please go back and watch these videos. We have videos and live streams on. I know we have a live stream on the decision letter and VA rated letter, the VA code sheet. That VA code sheet is very important. If you don't have it, make sure you get it. So that's one thing you can take into the exam room with you. All right, let's continue. Now, make sure this your personnel, your military records, your DD-214 is a part of your records that you need, because it'll show if you were in country, in combat, and that's a simple document that your doctor should have. The doctor that's doing the examination for VA compensation. Your dental records, who is sometimes separate from your medical records. Your personnel records, and your medical in-service medical records, in particular patient, like you're a patient from a doctor or specialist, ER visits, if you went to the emergency room while you was in the military, outpatient. This is all evidence. This is what you call what? Clinical evidence, family. Come on now, this is all clinical evidence. Now, this is how many, I want y'all to put in the chat. How many of you have heard of a problems list? I know if you've been here for a while, you've heard of one. Put a thumbs up or Y in the chat if you've heard of a problems list. If you've been here a while, you have. But if you haven't, put an N in the chat if you haven't heard. If you don't, you're not familiar with a problems list. But if you ever heard of them, put a Y in the chat. Now, your problems list is something you can take into the exam with you. Okay? Because it's a list of all the things that you're diagnosed with in the VA healthcare system. See, baby Bops, you came to the right place. I said yes because I found out about it. You come to the right place. When next chance you get, go to the VA hospital, get a copy of everything that they have you diagnosed with. Okay? And this is an example of a problem. It's going to be records release, or medical records, or whatever they call it, the VA that you're at. And you can claim some of these things if you believe they're service connected. You already will have the first T out the way. All you need is a diagnosis. So if you're already depressed for service connected for depression, but it's not, no, let me correct myself. If you're already diagnosed with depression, it's going to be, whatever you're diagnosed with is on this list. This is a list of your diagnosis, the problems list. If you're already diagnosed with depression, you can file a claim for it if you go get your evidence. You don't have to prove that you're diagnosed. You're already diagnosed. Now you can file for service connection. Sleep apnea. For Mr. Brown here, he already got sleep apnea. He can file a claim, but he's going to have to prove whether it's service connected. Sometimes the stuff we need is right in front of us. So Bonnie Gorman said yes. Dan Koski said yes. And the alternative says yes. Now, let us continue, family. I hope this information has been informative. Now, number 4, understanding exam process. You need to understand how VA exams generally go. Each exam is going to be different based on the type of exam you get. Especially the biggest difference, so the dudes understand, this is the 4th do thing you need to do. Understand the exam process. All right, we say we got somebody here. Our Mr. G said hello, everyone. Let us know if you were in the military, what branch, and the state of country you're living in, Mr. G. And if you like the chat, we have this is a veteran channel. So, but you don't have to be a veteran to be in here, but you have to put yes and that you agree to these in the chat. If you want to continue to chat, you can listen, but to continue in the chat, you have to be already a subscriber if you're on here, and you got to put yes in the chat rules that you won't incite arguments, waste time, or crash out, meaning get triggered and start trolling and crashing out. All right. So you got to put yes in the chat or not. You can just sit back and chill. But that's the rule. Thank you for being here. Everybody show love to Mr. G. Show some love to Mr. G. Now back to the stage. You need to understand the fourth due. You need to understand the exam process, how it works. That's why we're breaking these terms down to you here. Now, the first thing you need to do is the exam. What is an exam? An exam is different. It's not the same thing as an examination. We're breaking this down to you. Okay? I mean, the examination is not the same as an evaluation. Okay? Now, what is the examination? That's when you actually go physically. We got our brother coming in. When new people come in, we shout out to him, and he say, Community Chaplain Davis say, Jim Stones, what's up? And then everybody's saying hi to Mr. G. Thank you for being there, Mr. G. Costa, everybody's saying hi to you. Look at that. Showing love. We glad that you're here. We got even a new person here saying hi. Farm Girl Rebel. We got Farm Girl Rebel in here. And our brother said, yes, you see how hard that ain't hard at all. Now we got people that have been here for a long time, not wanting to follow the rules, not in here, the troll. Now look at that. He said, yes, so you are with. You can chat as much as you want. Just go by the guidelines, and we got a few more, you know. You go back and watch the beginning of the video, you get more detail. Say U.S. Air Force, Texas. Come on now. I'm living in Texas too. I am the H-Town vet. So I want to come up on the screen and say, listen to all the newcomers, all right? Farm Girl Rebel. And we got Mr. G in the house, huh? U.S. Air Force, Texas. I'm the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Huh? Come on now. Come on now. Family. Did I say anything about we're going to do stuff to support the VA? We're going to support our benefits. We're going to support each other. Huh? You see how people coming in there when you get the drama up out of here? You see this? Huh? People been watching for a while. People don't want to be part of drama. Oh, listen, everybody listen up. Community Chaplain Davis. Okay, I'm listening. Tonight is hearing CFP coming up. Pay attention. Make sure you come back and watch this because we're going to go blow by blow. You go back and watch this from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't been there but an hour and stuff, and we slow walk. We going through it because we want to make sure we cover everything. So we're not answering everything in the chat. He did say hello. Now let us continue, family. Thank you for agreeing. I think I got you there. Yeah, Mr. G said he agreed to it. Now let us go back to what we're doing. Let's do this here. Now, what is an exam? What is an examination? An examination is when the doctor is interacting, or medical professional, whoever, going over whatever condition you have, is interacting with the patient, with the veteran. Okay? So let me pull this up full screen. So what is an examination? Is a medical professional's personal observation and evaluation of a claimant, which is the veteran. It can be conducted in person or by means of telehealth, meaning they do it over the computer or something, phone or whatever. Some is more practical to do that way, some are not. All right, so follow me. And some of them, it's not realistic because depending on your condition, they cannot do it over the what? Over computer. So let's continue. In this case, we're dealing with an ankle injury as our example. Let us continue. Now, what is the doctor looking for, Brother Community Chaplain Davis, when you're in there? The doctor is looking for signs and symptoms, things that show that your hearing is impaired to the point that you either should be service connected for it or you should receive an increased rating. The same here, dealing with the ankle injury as our example. What is the sign and symptoms that the condition has gotten worse? Because this individual is filing for an increased claim. And when you're going into the examination room, the doctor needs signs and symptoms. Now, they're going to conduct the examination where they're going to be sitting in there. They're going to do things that's common with the condition that you have. They might check to see, your foot, where the pain is, movement and rotation, dealing with that ankle, sensitivity, whatever they're doing in the exam. If it's mental health, they're going to do an exam asking you questions about how often do you sleep, do you do this, are you in threat of harming yourself? Whatever the condition is, they got a set of questions on that DBQ, disability benefits questionnaire that talks about. And the doctor, they're given this from the VA, and they got to follow the VA's guidelines. Okay. Now, in this case, when you deal with ankle injury, they have a ruler. It begins with a G. If you remember what the name of it is, last night, to anybody else, I can't pronounce it right. Odometer or something. I messed it up. That measures the range of motion. There's one you can use on different parts of your body, but this time it's the ankle. So this is another thing that they should do, okay? And you need to know about. Let them know if you have problems sleeping because of your condition. Always, if they don't ask you before you leave, doctor, I have a few things I want to say. Let them go through their process, or if they bring up the topic and they ask you something, well, doc, my ankle hurt me so bad I can't even sleep. He said it. Gonanometer. Okay, thank y'all so much. Okay, that's what that device is right here. Right here, see that? Nanometer. So, nanometer. I said it wrong, but I tried to get as close as I could with the pronunciation. I've heard the word before, I just can't remember to say it. Now, you need that if you're going to be an ankle injury. That's important. And if your condition causes pain or discomfort because of stiffness that keeps you from sleeping, you need to let them know. Then you need to tell them in there, you listening, that how it affects in that examination room. They might go over the work limits, how it prevents you from working. This is in the exam now. This is the fourth thing you need to know, especially if it's mental health. Tell them you don't like being in crowds. You stay away from your co-workers. You get into conflicts, fights. And what did our sister Alaska Nights put up there earlier? Y'all better go back and look at that chat. Did it make you want to fight people? Or you might been to jail. Let them know you've been to jail because you can't control your impulse. Let them know you slipped out your car because your ankle is hurting. Don't be embarrassed. Tell them the truth. Now, that's what I'm saying here. So how it limits you from your work. If you're in a wheelchair, it's going to be hard for you to be a carpenter. You need to relay whatever your condition does that limits your ability to work. All right? And complete daily tasks in your personal life. So if you got an ankle injury and sometimes it's really down bad where you can't even walk and you have to elevate it and other people got to help you, you might qualify for a caregiver. Now, does your condition prevent you from getting out of the bed? Everybody show love to our brother Chief Mike. Chief Mike in the house, good evening to brother Chief Mike. When you get a chance, I tell everybody that's coming in on the next, in the next couple days, look at the beginning of it. We went over some of the rules. We making them right, so everybody can function. We got a lot of people coming in here, and we appreciate Chief Mike. And we appreciate the donations, the support, the kindness. And tell your friend, I think that I couldn't unblock them, but they can come in this time, if they subscribe. So everybody show love to Chief Mike. Now, so if it prevents you from doing personal hygiene, you need to tell the examiner that. If you have trouble feeding yourself, you need to tell the examiner that, because that's not just going to help you when your severity level increase for your claim. It'll also, if you're 100%, it'll help you get special monthly compensation. If you have trouble dressing yourself, especially if you got that ankle injury or leg injury, and you can't, or back injury where you can't bend over to pull your clothes up, you need to tell them all that. Okay, you need to go over all that. All that's important, but you relate it to the condition that you're claiming at the time. Okay, come on, family. I told y'all I'd take time. This took me 2 days to do this. If you're housebound, yeah, you just in there for your ankle injury, you tell that doctor that you're housebound. They need to know that. Sometimes I have to get in the scooter when I go to Walmart. I got to get in the scooter and I can't walk because of this ankle injury, because it's back injury. Because of my PTSD, I can only, that's if if you're housebound, you're at home. But I don't go out, other people go get my food because I think somebody gonna harm me. Now let us continue. And I say I may not pull up all the chat, but we're gonna put up as many as we can, okay? Because we're trying to keep the information flowing. Now let us continue, family. Now, once we just told you what clinical evidence is, anything that supports your claim. What's a medical? We just told you what an exam is. When the doctor is interacting with the patient in person or on telecare and figuring out what, examining you, checking out and see what type of symptoms you display or what you tell them is wrong with you. Okay, that's the powerful thing about a mental health condition. You telling them and they gotta believe it. As long as you ain't faking and shaking, you gotta be careful. Now, medical opinion. Now the doctor that examine you, they're gonna give their medical opinion. They're gonna go over the statements that you made. They're gonna go over the physical exams that they gave you. They're gonna go over X-rays. They're gonna go over your military records. They're gonna go over all these records, your hospital records, in service and out, private and VA. Come on now, and personnel file in the military. Okay, what does the medical opinion refer to? This is from the person that does the DBQ. It refers to a medical professional's statement of findings and views, that meaning their view on your condition, which may be based on review of the claimant's medical records or personal examination of the claimants, or both. Because if they think you have enough off, they might not have you in there long. Whoever in here has ever had a CMP exam that was 15 minutes or less? Put a thumbs up or yes in the chat. I put Leah, 15 minutes or less. I meant, who had a CMP exam that was quick? Less than, wow, look at this. Alaskan Ice had one 15 minutes. Wow, what? Is this a common thing? Hold on. So how they gonna give a good medical opinion? So the exam 15 minutes or less. Nominee said, okay. Sec defense, nominee said. Okay. Now, 15 minutes or less. Wow. Who's had a CMP exam that lasts over? Who's had a CMP exam that lasted over an hour from what they can remember? Everybody put a yes in the chat or a thumbs up. Now, wow, he said most of his was over an hour. Okay. Okay, yes. So when it comes, I say yes, mine was over an hour. Thumper had one for over an hour. Monic Woman says yes. Now let's see what he says. He says, I mean, our sister said, I've done higher level reviews for inadequate exams. Okay, so Can- Tell me what you think about this Alaskan Icing family. I don't make a deal of the exam being short until after I get the results. Now, once I get the results, and if it's not in my favor, I'm gonna complain about the exam being too short. What's the longest exam you had? Please, family, don't tell me nobody here been longer than 2 hours. If somebody tell me they've been here longer than 2 hours, I'm gonna fall out my chair. Put a 2 in the chat if you've been in an exam for 2 hours or more, or close to 2 hours. Please tell me. Okay. And for those of you who know, we're gonna stay on topic of what we're talking about right now. And that was the rule that came up earlier. So we'll get to the other stuff afterwards. Now, Thumper says 2 hours. Was that a pre-discharge exam in the military, or was that a regular CMP exam, or an exam that you've done by outside doctor for purposes of VA claim? Let us know. 2 hours. Okay, what's your I want to know everybody's longest CMP exam. George say 30 minutes. I want to know everybody's longest CMP exam. Mine lasted, I think my CMP exam was about an hour and 20 minutes. Mine was an hour and 20 minutes. So our sister Farm Girl Rebel said, I think mine was about 30 to 40 minutes. I guess too, sister. Now, let's see what he say here. Thumper said my first one was long. It was my first CMP. You must have claimed a lot of things. Did you claim a lot of things in that, Thumper? And then Alaska Knight says, I complain about what was written and not on the exam. Something. Get CMP exam from regional. Please, that's what. See, you heard what she said. Don't get a CMP exam without getting a copy of the exam afterward. Now, Alaska Knight said it was about an hour. I did one. I want to say, oh Lord, that was that second one, boy, man, for PTSD, that thing had to be over an hour or something. I was in a bad place. He kept asking me questions. I was trying to be defiant, like ain't nothing wrong with me. And I was getting real hot. And I said, man, I want to get out of here. He wouldn't let me go nowhere. That's the one I went in there. He asked me why was I there, and I told him I was there to get a job. I feel so, but no, y'all don't pick on me. I was in bad place, y'all. I was in bad place. I told him I was there to get a job. That's what I felt like at the time. Really, I said, I'm trying to get a job back, you know. And Betty Bob said the longest she had was 30 minutes. Now, let's talk about this medical opinion, because the medical opinion is pivotal. Huh? The medical opinion is pivotal evidence in getting your VA claim approved. Because what's in that medical evidence, if that doctor can back up that medical opinion with the medical evidence in your claim file, you got something. That's why when you go to outside doctors, they need to see your whole claim file, because they just say, oh, you got all these symptoms without any evidence that is backed up by any of the evidence. It don't mean that. They can say, okay, yeah, you got that, and it's that bad, but it's not related to your military service. You get me? That's why it has to be use the evidence to VA support. Now, let us continue, family. Medical evidence. Now, then you got to understand something. Here's the what do you call it? Medical opinion. So they're gonna base their medical opinion on what they do in the exam, remember? So they're gonna date their medical opinion. So this person, remember I told you, had limitations of motion on the ankle. They had a 10% rating. They was trying to get a 20% rating. Now, the doctor's going to give their medical opinion of whether, once they do it with this measuring device, goniometer, once they do it with that, they're going to measure the limitations, say, well, it's the same, or it's not as bad. You might get a reduction, 0% or something. Or they may say it got worse, and you get a 20% rating, which is the highest for ankle injury, 20% rating. And then the VA, when they get the doctor's report, that's when they're going to go to the law and see if it lines up. But that medical opinion is so important. That's why you need to find a doctor that is experienced in your condition. Now, listen. Now, the last one is the evaluation. We talked about a couple of things. We talked about the examination, which is the exam, with a doctor looking you over, asking you questions, right? Now we got let me see what we got here. We got somebody new here. We got Coastliner vet. It says CMP exam was 53 minutes. Okay. How did you keep track? Hold on. All the new people that just come in, I want to come up on the screen and say, I am the H-Town vet. Your message is big, so I got to take it up. I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. So everybody show Coastliner some love. Now, Coastliner, we're going to answer your question, but to keep it, the reason it's so smooth in here, we have rules that we go by, and I've been I track everything. Thank you. Okay, new. So here's our rule. He said yes, new. You gotta let me put my rule up there. Rule. So we'll get to your statement there in a second. Look, so in our channel, Keep Down Trolling, the rules are you can't incite arguments, waste time, or crash out. Get triggered and start going on a rant. So you need to just put yes in the chat to keep chatting. Now, if you don't want to chat, you don't have to put yes, but if you want to chat, that's one of the rules. Now, so and all you do is put yes one time and you'll never have to do it again. Now, let's see here. Let's say, okay, 53 minutes. Say yes, new, I tracked everything, thank you. Okay, but put another yes in there because I don't know what that yes was for if you wanted to continue to be in the chat. That way we everybody agreed to the rules. And it's been going real smooth and we thank y'all. See what happened? I told y'all I know what I'm talking about. Look how everybody been coming in the room, new people. They were running all my people away. Huh? Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now you say yes, meaning I track my exams. Okay, now Coastliner vet. I need you to give me a yes to this to these rules that's up on the screen right now. Just a yes that you agree with to be able to chat in the to be able to be in the chat. Okay. Yes. So read the accent. I put it right up there with the rules. So now you don't never have to do it again. Thank you so much. Now y'all just chat away. As long as you follow the rules, go back to the beginning of this live stream and you'll see in detail how our rules work with that. Because we had serious problems. Now, hold on. Did I miss something? That I go past? Yeah, I hadn't read that yet. So that's it. So now he said, look what he said. I agree to your rules. Sorry to jump the gun. Now you're good. He had already agreed. I thought that's what you were doing, but I wasn't for sure. I want to make sure we were straight. Now we good. You didn't do nothing wrong. Just you good. You say, hey, Coastliner. Hey, Air Force vet here. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? If we create an environment where people are comfortable, they're gonna be up in here. Huh? Do you see what I'm saying? I know it because I'm the type of person that I understand these things. I'm sensitive to how people feel most of the time. Now, what is the evaluation? This is in the claims process. An evaluation, because now we're on number 4, understanding the examination process, where you need to understand the terms of examination, you need to understand the term what's the other one we just had there? Medical evidence. Give me a second. Medical opinion, examination. I got it right there. I don't know why I'm moving stuff. But the exam and the medical opinion, that's all in the evaluation. An evaluation is just a report that the doctor gives to the VA. Now, they may get it the same day, a few days later. The doctor may need more time to put more information and to go over your records more. But the evaluation is the full report that the VA gets. And it may include the exam or medical opinion. Sometimes they may not do an exam, and it's enough information in the record from you being in the military, they might just get a medical opinion. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Come on now. Now, here we go. The evaluation. An evaluation is an assessment of the medical evidence, which may involve conducting an exam, providing a medical opinion, or both. Yes. They're going to at least have to provide a medical opinion. Have y'all ever heard them doing it without a medical opinion? But you don't necessarily have to have the exam if the doctor says, based on this information that you've given me, that's enough. This last doctor was thorough enough. Now, say hello, Kosi. Hey, I'm in Air Force. We kind of staying on topic, but you see me, I got to pull people up. You know, I ain't got no sense. Now, that report that the doctor sends, they're going to go over everything. If it's x-rays, if it's mental health, they're going to go over anything related to your mental health condition. Family, y'all don't know how good we doing in here. We got over 31 people that came in here at one time. Now, the personnel file, this is what you need to, don't let them just focus on the medical. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to H-Town? Is this thing on? Is this thing on right here? Don't get stuck thinking about just the medical. Make sure they ask that examiner, have you went over my personnel file? You say, H-Town, what's that all about? That ain't medical. It depends. What does it depend on? Follow me now. It tells you where you've been, especially if you were a paratrooper. Remember, this person injured their ankle. If you're a paratrooper, and that's your MOS, then let me get back a little bit. If you're a paratrooper and that's your MOS, you can use your MOS as evidence. It's in your personnel file, right? Of why you injured your ankle. If you're in tank, artillery, if you have hearing problems, like our brother, our Chaplain Davis, if you have hearing problems like Chaplain Davis, he was in artillery. His MOS is evidence that happened. Come on, family. We got new people up in here. We got Coastliner vet. He's saying howdy to Mr. G. That's a new person. We got our sister who just been doing it all. Farm girl, rebel, who says it's 6 degrees. Now, Mr. G, we need to know what the temperature is where you at, Mr. G. Coastliner, let us know what that temperature is where you at. Because right now, here in it's 36 degrees here in the Houston, Texas area. I'm in Richmond, Texas. Let us know what it's looking like. Now, so let's go to the next one. We on what's the next thing you need to do in a VA claim? Correct. Make sure that the exam is correct and complete. I'm gonna say this. This is the most important one. If you get one done by a private doctor on the outside, make sure that DBQ, that report form that the VA have the examiner put the information on the DBQ, disability benefits questionnaire, make sure that it's correct and complete. If they send you to a CMP exam, you have to wait until the VA gets it and you request it from them. If you go to a doctor and they do it for you independently, you have to do what? You have to get it. Don't let him turn it into the doctor, him or her. You get that. He said, Doc, you didn't put this on here. Doc, you need this here. They need this type of information. You're not telling them what to do as far as their medical opinion. You're just telling them the stuff that the VA will reject if it's incomplete or they don't put that proper address, proper credentials, okay? Make sure it's correct and complete. Please, this is the biggest reason people get rejected. Now look what our brothers posted. 46 degrees in Big Sur, California. We praying for y'all down there. I don't know where you at as far as the fires and everything. We pray for you. And love, say he's okay. And anybody else, veteran or otherwise, that's down there in California, prayers with you and condolences to the lost. Now, Mr. G says 31 in San Antonio area. It's 36 here. I might have to leave to drip my water in a second because I hadn't dripped it. I don't want to get down because we getting close. It's 36 here. I'm so glad. And like I say, this is an interactive channel. This is the only place that you'll come where we get to interact. I'm here. I'm for you. We making it happen. As people, look how people been donating. I got the little backdrop. I'm trying to do it. I'm coming up. Got that big old water head. You know, the head getting bigger. So glad. We really appreciate y'all for everything. Family, we gonna do this. Oh, hold on, Chief Mike. Chief Mike said Atlanta is 29 degrees here. Chief Mike, what is it gonna be at in what I'm about to say? If it's 29 degrees at night, what is it gonna be in the morning? What's gonna be the lowest drop? Let us know. And that information, thank you. We're gonna do it in about a couple of weeks. It's gonna take me 2-3 weeks for the information you and Brother Charleston gave me. And Baby Bops, something Bops. How you say your name, sister? Sister Bops. If you got any information dealing with firefighting in the military or the foam of chemicals that were exposed, do that. Okay. Thank you for letting us know. That's cold. It's cold. You 7 degrees lower than us, Chief Mike. And we thank you for joining us, brother. We thank y'all so much. That's why we bring in quality information here. Now let us continue. So you got to make sure that it's filled out. You got to make sure that that doctor's signature is on the form. I got to come up on the screen, family. All these people that say they do DBQs, I got no problem with people going to unaccredited claim agents as long as you know what you're agreeing to. Because I've known several people to get help by them. But you want to make sure that you know what you're agreeing to. And when it comes to this CMP exam, you better make sure that doctor name on the signature on there. Usually with the VA, they supposed to make sure, or they won't accept it from a doctor till they complete it. But when it comes to you doing it one independently, you got to make sure that you get that doctor that you're doing on the outside of the VA to review all those records that a regular CMP doctor would do for the VA. And also, look how we got people in here. Look how we got people coming in here. I told y'all. Did I tell y'all? When we get that drum up out of here, look what's happening here. Look at this. Look what we got. Family, y'all see what's going on? Look how many new people coming up in here. Now, brother Buford Hart, I recently was denied 100% under mental health without CMP exam. Oh no, that's unacceptable, brother. And I've asked for a high level review and I haven't heard anything back. How did you ask? Did you did you send it by mail? You went into a regional VA office and got a stamped copy of your request? Or did you do it online, Brother Hart? Let us know. Now, say it's going to be tomorrow, 19 tomorrow, and 14 degrees on Tuesday. It's kind of the same here. He say put everything in spreadsheet Excel from start to finish. He said it's 80 degrees. He said, hold on, bro. Hold on. Buford. Where you at? You something? That's the Buford. That's a good old Southern name. Buford, where you from, man? You down there drinking that corn liquor. That's why it's 80 degrees. Where you at? Because what you drinking. Let me ask you something, brother Buford. Where you at that it's 80 degrees? You must be down somewhere in South America. Where you at, man? Oh, Hawaii. You going on with your bad self. Huh? Bro, Buford, you already started tension between me and you. You already started tension, man. You living there. Oh, he even got he got me off topic, man. Oh man. Not Honolulu. No, that's too much, man. Oh no. Oh, you gotta live like that, huh? Everybody saying hi to you, brother. Oh man. And y'all come as y'all can. I know some days y'all gonna be busy. But family, we gonna bring this thing full circle here. Huh? I ain't gonna forget y'all. Y'all family, man. We appreciate this. We need a place. Mr. G new too. Look at that. That's about what, 5? How many new people we got in here? Y'all count them if y'all can tell. Let's see if y'all count. Everybody tell me how many new people for the first time came in tonight. And Brother Buford, we're gonna ask something from you from Honolulu. We have just simple little rules. And if I missed anybody, let me know. And our rule is that you gotta agree. If you're gonna chat, you gotta agree to these rules right here, Brother Hart. One, you got to be a subscriber, which you are, or you wouldn't be able to do that. Number 2, all right, you following me? You got to press yes. You got to text yes in the chat. You got to put yes in the chat. And to these rules. What are the rules? Because we don't want trolling. It's a risk of trolling. You promising not to incite arguments, waste time, crash out. Now you see that? Now this brother did it like that. What's it gonna be like? Everybody tell me what the degree is gonna be like if you haven't already told me. What degree? This is concerning me. How in the world in the Mobile, Alabama area is gonna be 26 degrees? Excuse me. When did it start getting that warm down south? Family, what am I missing? When did it start becoming? Come on now. We live in the South, Community Chaplain Davis. When did we get down to the teens and the early? Come on, man. What is this here? Betty Bob said, tomorrow morning, 7 degrees in Maryland. What can you say? Who's ready to move up to Maryland right now? Maryland's a beautiful place, but I'm saying, look and say, no troll, I just need some answers. Well, I know, but the trolls are giving us serious problems, so we want you to be able to ask these questions. That's why we're going to do it. We're going back to our information. We stop to acknowledge you. We respect that. We know trolls by their actions anyway, not by, they try to talk smooth too. So you good, brother. Now, complete the DBQ. What do we mean? Now, y'all following me here? Make sure that doctor signed it. You know how many of them turned in and the doctor didn't sign it? A lot of the people get some of these YouTubers to help them with their thing, but they give them a DBQ or a Nexus letter with no doctor information. You need their doctor's signature. You need to print their name. You need them to sign their name. You need them to have what their specialty is, and make sure it's related to what you're claiming. So if you dealing with, you got an ankle problem, but you got a doctor to deal with back problems, that's a problem. If you got a doctor dealing with hypertension, but you're going in there for PTSD, that's not the right doctor. Huh? Come on now. What's that song for? I don't know what that is. Let me know what that is. That's like that corn liquor. Now, then you make sure they fill out this last part of the DBQ. Don't leave that without it. their national provider ID, all of this, how the VA can contact them. You keep the copy. You get it from them and you keep it. Did you hear what I said? Now let us continue. Y'all doing so wonderful in the chat, family. Oh, I'm sorry. Let us continue. Number 6, and these are the dudes, all right? Be truthful. Family, are you listening? Be truthful when you go into these CNP exams, because if you go in there and you're not truthful, you may not remember your lies, or they might ask you a question and it don't line up. They're not gonna believe hardly nothing else that you're talking about, huh? They may not believe, because once you stop being a reliable historian, they say, well, if he's lying about this or she lying about this, they might be lying about other stuff, and they will deny your claim. We're gonna talk. Be truthful. Be consistent, huh? Be consistent. That's what the troll cannot be. The troll cannot be consistent. The troll gonna say one thing one day and something else the other day. Just like in these CNP exams, you need to be consistent. All right, be truthful when you're in there. Tell the truth about what happened to you. But you ain't got to volunteer information that ain't related to you, what's going on. Don't volunteer stuff. No. Okay? When you in there, talk to them, tell them what's going on with you. Stay on point. Stay on the conversation related to your claim. Don't talk about other stuff that's not going to benefit your claim. You're not there to give your testimony. You're not in church or boss. Okay? You're not there. You're not in the temple. You are there to tell them what's going on with you, okay? Talk to them. Tell them about your symptoms. If they look, now I want y'all to follow me on this. If it's a yes or no question, answer yes or no. If it's a question that needs more detail, say yes or no, then give more detail. If a question that just requires detail, answer with the detail that's needed. Don't go on a rant. You don't have so much time with them there. You understand? All right? Next thing, you need to be truthful, because if you're determined to be unreliable, that's going to make it hard for you to file any claims going forward. If you don't know, just say, I don't remember, I don't know. Number 7, when it comes to being in an exam, severity level fluctuates. The severity of a condition. So let's say you're filing for an increase, all right, like they're doing here. Well, the day of your exam, you may not be feeling as bad. Let's say you're filing for depression. You may not be as depressed that day. Your condition may not be at its worst. So you need to not just be talking about the day that you're there. Never say, let me come up on the screen when it comes to severity level. Are you listening to me? Listen to me. When you are in there, never say, I'm doing okay today. They will write that down and say they're doing okay. You say, some days are worse than others, and sometimes I've had worse days than this. Don't let them trick you up with them words. Are you feeling good today? They're not feeling good. You're not there to tell them what's right about you. You're there to tell them what's wrong about you. If you were doing good, you wouldn't be there, would you? Come on and talk to them. Huh? Don't talk yourself out of your examination and the claim. Come on, family. Severity fluctuates. So how do you deal with that? When you're in that exam, they understand, and they should know, because they're trained, that you could be depressed, real severe depression, but on the day of the exam, it's not as bad. But you say, as a whole, the last 30 days, 28 of them I've been depressed. I just happened to severely depressed. It just happened today. It's not as bad. You didn't see me say it's better. I didn't say better, did I? It's not as bad. But tell them about the days when it's horrible. Okay? So some days, ladies, you know how it go, ladies. Come on now. Some days you have good hair days, don't you, ladies? Fellas, those of you that have longer hair than me. Some days you have good hair days, right? That little bit I got left on the side, some days acting all right, sometimes it's just popping up a little bit that's left. Sometimes I have good hair days, right? And ladies, you know how this, y'all keep that hair right, and you take care of it, trying to make sure you handle your business because it's a lot, especially if you have long hair. Sometimes people have good hair days, right? Men and women. Now check this out. And sometimes we have bad hair days, right? You in there in that CMP exam, you telling the truth, and you telling them about them bad hair days. Huh? Now I hope your hair days ain't that bad, but you not telling about your hair, but you talking about your condition. You talking about when it's at its worst. You talking about the things that really go down. You hear me? You tell them why you there. Huh? You talking about them bad hair days. Hmm. Put a one in the chat if you ever had a hair day this bad. Thumbs up. Now, just like when you go to the mechanic, you have to tell the mechanic what's wrong with your vehicle, not what's right. All right. Now, family, we're gonna be moving through them a little bit. Number 8, submit VA of public DBQ. I misworded that. So I meant submit the public DBQ to the VA. All right. She said she had a bad hair day. Better say she had a bad hair day. Why do women think y'all hair be really that bad? You know, that's something else. I don't know why women y'all think it's that bad. Hold on, let's see. You had a bad hair day that bad. Did you even come out the house? I know that's a bad hair day there. Nah, I ain't gonna believe that, ladies. Come on now. Remember, tell the mechanic what's wrong with you. Now, submit your public DBQ. Make sure you submit it to the VA. All right. I kind of error in the rightness. Sorry about that. Let's talk about that public DBQ. You got to make sure before they put you to a regular CMP exam, if you're going to do a public DBQ, you plan that kind of before you file a claim. You can have it. Okay. She say, I'm usually picking hay out of it. Oh, you're a country girl. Ain't no, oh, you're a country girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And hey, they put it in the clouds until somebody gets. Okay. Oh, y'all talking about something else. Now, so remember, you can wait until the VA sends you to a compensation and pension exam, known as, they would complete a CMP exam, DBQ, or disability benefit questionnaire, and that's called it internal DBQ, meaning it's inside the VA system, or you can go to the outside and get one done, right? That's a public DBQ. But I know what you're saying, H-Town Vet. You wrong, H-Town Vet. They done it away with public DBQ. We got a troll up in here saying that. That's a lie. They ain't done away with public DBQ. You say, H-Town Vet, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have no proof. You know I come with the receipts and the enforcers. Come on now. Let's see if I know what I'm talking about. People out there talking about they ain't doing public DBQs no more. We're going to get to it. Now, here's the trick, y'all. I want you to follow. If you get one done by a private doctor, they ask, it's a certain DBQ. They ask, let's say it's for the ankle injury. So you make sure it's the right condition at the top. Look at the blue. If it's for PTSD, it should say PTSD up there. But this one's for ankle condition disability benefits questionnaire. That's why it's called DBQ. Now, if it's for anything other than PTSD, that's a mental health condition, they're going to say mental health conditions other than PTSD. And these are the ones that you can print off the internet. All right? Now, follow me, family. Look down in the red. They're going to ask, are you a VA healthcare provider? And if it's done with outside DBQ, and you know it's hard to get any VA doctor to do it, so most likely it's going to be no, because you got a private doctor do it. Now listen to what it asks. Is the veteran regularly seen as a patient in your clinic? Now, why they ask that question? You only see the CMP examiner that they send you to one time most of the time. So why does it matter whether you see this doctor more than once? But I would go at least a few times to make your case stronger, right? Now, because if they try to send you to a CMP exam anyway, the VA, guess what? You can say, hey, I saw this doctor for 3 or 4 times or weeks, a few months before they fill out this exam paperwork. So you sending me to a CMP exam with the VA, QTC, I think it is, or one of the other ones. They only saw me once. This should have more weight. Now look what the other question they asked. Was the veteran examined in person? Well, sometimes they do exams outside and on telecare. They talking about like telecare. Was it in person? I prefer if you get a public DBQ, independent exam outside of VA system, to do it in person. That way you give you more weight and make sure it's thorough and it's on the right form for the right condition. Now, remember they talking about, they banned them. They banned independent medical exams, public DBQs. Okay. Yeah, they came on the channel. Some people said they didn't mean nothing by it, but I said, let's check first. Then somebody come through here. Nah, they banned them and was laughing about it. Controls I told y'all about. Look what it say here. Look in red, right? Where the red and blue at. The secretary, meaning the secretary of the VA, may exclude from publication any form, that's dealing with DBQs. Is talking about they get all wordy in law. Yeah, they can do any, but they don't mean they're gonna do any of them. They might do some and some others. Come on now, family. Number 9, this is the last one on the dues. Get copy of exam. Let me ask you this here, family. I need to know, family. Get a copy of a CMP exam, a compensation and pension exam, or the public DBQ that you get your outside doctor. Don't just let them send it in. You get a copy. You walk that copy up to the VA. Don't be sending no mail. You take that original, get a stamped copy at the VA, or you might run a copy and get them the copy. Make sure it's filled out completely. Now, get a copy of the exam. Who in here have a copy of their last compensation and pension exam? I know some of you just got your 100% or 10% or 0%. Who has a copy of their last CFP exam? If you do, put a thumbs up or a Y in the chat. You can put yes. Who has a copy of their last CMP exam that they went to with the VA? Okay. And if you don't, that's cool too, because you might have just had the thing happen. I said yes. Coastline says yes. Make sure y'all subscribe and share the program with others. Or you chatting, so you'll subscribe and get the message out to other people. And we really appreciate y'all. Now, what I'm talking about, dudes, you must get the dudes. Get a copy of that report that doctor fill out. You can go over there. If you get denied, you can say, hold on. No, this shows on this doctor's medical. Remember, it's an evaluation. The exam and the medical opinion is the examination, right? The report is going to have all that on there. The exam and the medical opinion is going to be on the evaluation. So you say, hold on, no, this says that I got it. And you use VA law to back it up and you can fight for it. The VA representative overlooked this. All right, that's why you need a copy and you need to go over it with a fine-tooth comb. So Alaska Knight said, I was told I could not get it until the claim was finished. Interesting. I got one before the claim was finished, but my representative first told me it was going to slow the claim down. And that's an interesting. How is that true? Or they changed the system? I'd ask somebody different about that last night. But that was 10 years ago when I got mine. Not only just get a copy of your exam form, the DBQ, get a copy of everything that's in your C file. Everything. Now look what Evan Almighty said. He say 139 billion liquid in the last hour and a half in crypto market. Okay. Now I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Let me know. You need to agree, brother Evan Almighty. You need to agree to the rules here. If you're gonna be in the chat, I don't know if you did before. I don't think you did. Here it is. You know, you're a subscriber, so you good on number 1 to the left looking. You got to text yes in the chat rules that you agree not to incite arguments, waste time, or crash out. Let us know, brother. But to continue the chat, you're gonna have to agree to these rules. Just put yes in the chat, like we have in that parentheses. Okay, Evan say yes, and that's it. You don't never have to put it on there again. Now let's continue, family. But get copies of all your stuff. Don't have it and have something where if something happened to you, love know the deal, where your dependent can get access to it and have your paperwork. He found all his daddy's paperwork. His daddy kept it organized for him. So good. Now, if you haven't done so far, family, we got to break a record up in here. We got 36 likes on this video. So I know that y'all might not like how a couple of live streams have went, but we had to clean house, family. We can't have people undermining our channel. We just can't do it. And messing with the brand. Smash that like button. If you haven't smashed that like button, smash that like button, family, if you haven't done it. Look and check and see. Now, let's talk about the don'ts. These are going to be simple. We're going to go through them faster. So we should be out through with them in, 15, 20 minutes. What are the don'ts? What you shouldn't do in a CMP exam or an examination for VA compensation. All right? You shouldn't be absent, family, because they may not give you another one. I know it took one veteran 4 years to get another one. Don't be absent to your CMP exam. Make sure, check your mail. If you don't get anything, go call the VA. Hey, I haven't got a letter yet, just in case they send it to your neighbor house. You better do your due diligence on this. Number 1, don't be absent. All right, consequences ahead. What kind of consequence you get if you don't show up to a CMP exam? They can deny your claim, family. They can deny your claim. All right? That it can also affect your award effective date, meaning you was going back 10 years, but because you didn't go to the CMP exam, they just dropped it. Now you got to start a new claim and start all over again. You lose those 10 years worth of money. The award effective date is the date the award effective date is the date back pay starts to accumulate and builds up until your payment effective date, whatever day they pay you. But if you don't go to the exam, they can take all them years away from you, a month or whatever it is, and reset your award effective date. Not only do you lose, if you had 100%, if you're not getting 100%, guess what? All that health care that your family members could have got paid for through CHAMP VA, they'd have paid for that too. Not just the compensation they owe you. All that educational benefits that your family didn't get, would have got, they won't get none of that. Only for a smaller period of time. So you need to be very aware. You heard what I said, I like that, talking about that blue button. Now, like I said, they'll restart your effective date and you can lose money if you don't show up to an exam. Then number 2, if you're late to an exam. Now, if you're late, they might let you do the exam, but now the doctor is trying to rush along and they may not go over everything. And that might hurt you. Or they may say no. And the other 2 things happen. where either they deny your claim or it affects your effective date. Come on, family. You be there early. You be there early. All right? So make sure you're there on time. You don't want to miss that day. Come on now, family. Remember, when you in there, it's a time limit. If you don't have the full 30 minutes or hour, the doctor has to see another person. Now he's rushing through. Something might be missed. Now, another thing. Now, nobody else will tell you this. To my knowledge, I'm the one been saying this all the time. Yeah, you have effective date on chapter 35 too. So chapter 35, educational benefits for your dependents if you're 100% permanent total. Champion healthcare benefits for your dependents if you're permanent total. But if you lose your effective date, they may not, if they're going to school currently, they may not get all the way back because you forgot to go to the appointment. So here's the next one. Don't ever go in the third thing you shouldn't do. Third, don't go in there talking about I'm here because I need money. Don't you ever go in no CMP exam and say that. You can tell your social worker, you can tell the VA that, hey, can you expedite my claim because of the fact that you need to expedite my claim because of the fact that I'm about to risk of being homeless or something like that. Now, love, let me ask you this here. Where did do they have you go in for your claim with your daddy claim, or you just do it all online? If you're still here, love, let me know. Or do you have to go in for an examination, given that you're a helpless child? Let us know. Never talk about money there. You better talk about what? Symptoms, signs, struggles that are related to your condition, not money. I know several people going there talking about money. Don't be talking about money, talk about treatment. Talk about conditioning. Next thing, please don't go in there self-diagnosing yourself. Please don't go in there. Who would say that? I know at least 4 people that did it. A real stubborn. After I told them not to do it, Brother Hart. Now, don't go in there self-diagnosing. What I mean, I got to come up on the screen. You in there talking to the doctor, and you want to use big words like the doctor. Yes, doctor. I have PTSD, and my clinical diagnosis. Yeah. Blah blah blah. You let the doctor connect the dots. You tell the doctor the symptoms and let them connect. Don't diagnose yourself. Yes, I believe I suffer from major depression and PTSD. How you gonna do their job? That's their job to do. You tell them what the symptoms are, and they draw the conclusion. That's why you at the exam, family. Right? Man, y'all know how many people in there? We got 29 people up in there because we got a peaceful house. Now, H-Town, he say, repeat that, H-Town. What I want to know, love, have you had to go to any examinations with the VA when you're fighting for the claim for your dad? I know you go to court, but do they have you doing the examinations to show that you're a helpless child? Because you have to, or did you have to just submit paperwork, or are you still in the process? Just curious, my brother. Now, don't self-diagnose, family. You hear me? Let the doctor diagnose you. Make sure they fill out the proper stuff. Don't be in there. You checking your own heart. You checking your own temperature. You let them do their job. Number 5, when you're going to that CMP exam, travel light. Don't take no whole bunch of paperwork to show the doctor. I'm not saying that when you go into the CMP exam, when you go to your personal doctor, you have a load because you can get them time to go over it. But I wouldn't get them too much either because you need to get them the stuff that's important. Don't have them searching through like a needle in a haystack. You make it as easy as possible. Any non-relevant documentation you need to take out. Travel light. See, I told you we're gonna go through these quick. Now, don't bring a whole file cabinet of your claim. Bring 1 to 3 pieces of paper at most. All right, I'm talking about to the ones that the VA send you to. Here's an example of something that Mr. John Brown sent. He said, if we go through our video collection, we got a lot of these. We break it down. We use examples. We don't just talk to you here. We come up with this. He quoted other doctors before the CMP exam, telling what they said, that his condition was likely to happen for the rest of his life, and he had VA law to back it up. And he said, "Doc, can you look at this?" If the doctor say no, just put it back up. Don't argue with the doctor, okay? But you can have other medical opinions because it's supposed to be in your file. But don't you want something where the doctor can look at it real quick, like a list of your medication, like this thing that puts your medical history on 2 pages? Come on now, family. Come on. Then you're going to get that. That's why we at the H-Town Fed. Love say, no, H-Town, my rep said, I will not be called for the CMP exam. I was concerned. Thank you so much. Now, let us continue. Now, take a list of your medications in that family. That's why I say between 1 and 4 pages. Don't take, so if it's one thing you're talking about, 2 or 3, if you got 2 different things you're talking about, like something you want to see, like a nexus letter that you don't have a nexus yet, but you have one done on the outside, you take that medical, make sure it has the doctor name, address, credentials on it, so that doctor can look at it. That might help you. All right, and have a list of your medications. Print off a list. I wouldn't take my medicines in there. Don't make it a headache for the doctor. Make it as easy as possible. Least amount of paper, and just make it easy for them. Now, so this is what all the people tell you. I ain't say nobody. Tell them about the side effects. If they don't ask you, tell them about the side effects the medicines have on you. Okay? I'm kind of throwing that in here because you probably can get service connected for the VA medicine, the side effects from the VA medicine that you take. Did you hear me? Did y'all think of that? Whoever thought about that, put a Y in the chat. If you didn't think about it, put a note in the chat. Number 6. We don't have 9 here. We're almost done with these. These went faster, but don't. Make sure that they're using the proper tools in the right way and that they're examining the right part of your body. Don't let them get away with that. Alaska Knight say yes. Okay. Don't let, they supposed to be examining your shoulder, but they're examining your hip. Alternative say yes. Come on, family. I forgot what I had. Y'all, you know I got PTSD. Now look, so we're talking about the ankle. Are y'all following me? This is the right thing the doctor's supposed to be doing. Make sure they're not using the wrong tool, and make sure they're not using the right tool on the wrong part of the body. Come on now. That's why you need to know why you in there. Come on, fam. Where's you gonna get this information? The right tool on the right part of the body. All right. So if you're dealing with an ankle, okay, Mr. G say yes. Come on now, family. Now here we go. So they checking range of motion. Now listen to what he said. Junior says yes. Now coastal veteran say, H-Town, thank you for this form. Doing a great job. Look, do y'all understand how important? We got 30 people in here. We ain't never been able to hold this many people because people wasn't taking us serious enough. I had to get my business together. What did Nipsey Hussle, the late Nipsey Hussle, our brother, say? He say, my circle got smaller. Everybody can't go. Some people that start with us ain't gonna end with us. You understand? We gonna make sure the message get out because ain't nobody gonna we're not gonna sit here and let nobody undermine the message. Not even me. Huh? If I get some ego, y'all check me. I put myself in timeout or whatever. Y'all check me. Huh? Junior told me, H-Town, what you gonna do about these trolls? I didn't say, listen here, why you talking to me like that? No, we men. He concerned about the channel. Him and Junior did that. And then the other brother came up, Jordan came up and said, yeah, I ain't gonna ever forget that. Now, and I appreciate you, brother, and I apologize to you again. See, ain't no ego here. I'd never come to your house and keep my muddy boots up on your table. You understand? I'm gonna show you respect because I'm in your house. If I don't like what's going on in your house, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up and roll out. But that don't change nothing. You my brother, and I love you, but I gotta respect your house. Huh? I can't tell you, no, this is how we gonna do it at your house. How that sound? I would go over to our sisters, Alaskan Ice, other sister, and I'm eating food. They cooking me some good food, and I'm sitting there just eating sloppy, throwing stuff everywhere. She got that good gumbo. I'm throwing the crab parts on the floor. Come on now. You say respect. Thumbs up. No problem. Yeah, I need you in here. Because I want y'all gonna be some of my monitors when I learn how to do this. I'm working on that. I'm gonna need y'all. Because my PTSD ain't no joking. They try to be an electrician to stir me up. Yeah, you'll be talking crazy to me. I take my medicine though. I'm trying to do it. Let's continue. This is the right way to use the tool. Go to the go meter. I'm gonna just call it go meter. And the measurement to see your range of motion on your leg. But listen. If you're going in there for your ankle and they measuring your knee, that's wrong. That's not what they're supposed to be measuring. So if they measure the wrong thing, is that the right one? If they say yes, just be quiet, you document everything. I take a picture if I could. Let them know everything when you get out that they measure the wrong part of the body. And if they supposed to be doing your ankle, why they doing your arm? Or they may not use one at all. Or even worse, they supposed to be measuring your range of motion. How can they measure your range of motion on telecare through a computer? That's wrong too. You hear me? So whatever your condition is, make sure they're using the proper tools, questions. If it's mental health, make sure they ask you the right question. They didn't ask you nothing about whether you want to harm yourself. Come on now. Yeah, come on now. They ain't ask you nothing about harming yourself. They ain't ask you nothing about if you have problems sleeping. They get you in there for 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, goodbye. Don't be fooled by the fact that they were nice. Now, here go the one, family. Oh, everybody coming in on this one here. Here go the one, family. Let me close this iPad out because it's about to go dead. Here go the one here. Don't you be going there and exaggerating. You say, nah, H-Town, you don't know what you're talking about. They told me all I got to do is go up in there and act a plum fool. Huh? They said, I don't know what you're talking about, H-Town. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to crash out in the medical exam. They going to give me 100%. I know. I might even threaten the doctor. You do that if you want to, idiot. How is that going to help your claim? You don't go in there and threaten no doctor. You tell a doctor if you're having homicidal thoughts, you let the doctor know that. Ain't nobody had more homicidal thoughts than me. But guess what? I ain't trying to harm no doctor. I ain't trying to harm nobody. It's just that if people come at me in the wrong way, it can be problems. And I don't back down. I'm going to back down by 2 times. That 3rd time is on them. That's why I don't take even sister by the woman. No, we from Texas. You can't be up down there talking crazy, talking about, yeah, what's up? Better keep that stuff moving. But I tell you, I'm all barking nobody. Y'all know what's up. Don't go in there exaggerating. As you can see, this woman trying to get her benefits. Let's say she was trying to get up, she all up on the table, about to break her leg or microphone. What's up? That's exaggeration. That's a don't. Number 7, don't do that. Have y'all, let me know if y'all have ever heard anybody that got labeled with exaggeration on their claim. Let me know. They call it malingering when you're exaggerating your symptoms. And they will put it in the report. And boy, once that's in your report, whenever you try to file a claim, that follows you. Please, no exaggeration. Don't do no acting. Don't do no performance. You go, oh, my condition ain't this bad today. Tell them how bad it is on days it is bad. Huh? I look what my brother, he said, this is my brother, he said, that's why we love your channel, H-Town. You keep it real. You know I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real right now. Listen to me, I'm gonna tell you something. You about to see how real I keep it once we get through this. Because I don't change. I'm consistent on this thing. Yeah. I gotta keep it real. Y'all know if I was phony. We on the internet. But still you know. We say 100. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Don't go in there being fake. Keep it real in them CMP exams. And that's the biggest problem I see with veterans. You know, this is the hard part that upset me. They don't go in there faking. They don't want to talk about it. They like me. I went in there and I didn't know because my PTSD was so bad. I ain't got no problem. I told them I had no problem. I said, can you let me go back to work? And then when I wasn't working no more, they said, why you here? I said, I'm trying to get a job. The doctor looked at me crazy. I'm like, man, come on, finish this paperwork so I can get back to work. The man didn't fill it out on my behalf. He put it and said, this man got a problem. I can't go back to work with that kind of stuff on there. But that's how bad my mind was, that all solution I needed was go back to work. Huh? So watch what you say when you're going there. But don't put on a show. Don't perform. They know Melander. And they'll do little tricks. We're about to talk about that in a second. Don't be all rolled over doing a performance. Cut all that out. And, oh Lord, this is part of the same thing, but you may not be lying when you do this. Just this here, this is some of the problems we have with our trolls. It's the main problem. Don't go in that CMP trying to get attention. Don't go in that CMP exam trying to get attention. I tell them, no, I don't take no medicine. All I do is drink alcohol all day. That's my medicine. Running your mouth. You know, I'm the head deacon at my church, and yes, I do all these activities and this, but you saying you socially where you don't deal with people, but you the head of your Masonic lodge. Really, you got to start volunteering information. Big mouth, because you never shut up. And look at him. He wants the attention. Look at me. They going there talking to them doctors. They act like they want to impress the doctor. You're not there to impress the doctor. You there to tell your doctors about what your symptoms are and what brought you there. Huh? Come on. And look at the little girl over there got the shades on. They want a high cap. We know they like coming in high cap. Huh? They like to come stunting on this channel. Showing out. You better believe that's how I am. I don't forget. We gonna do it. We stomp it out here. Huh? Because we got good people up in here that I really care about. And I want to bring y'all a quality thing here. Yes, indeed. Don't go on them CMP exam. First thing people say, no, I don't get no treatment. No, I don't take no medicine. So what you going to get an increase for if you ain't getting treatment? They gonna say, well, the reason that condition's so bad is because they don't go get treatment. Huh? Did you hear me? Come on now. Now let's see what's next. Now here's the one. She said, yeah, I can do it now, Farm Girl Rebel. I can do it now because once you get that riffraff out the way, you can be clear. Huh? Yeah, I don't mind people doing whatever. Just stay away from me with it. You can't shine in my back. No, you can't shine at my expense. No. You can't be some people in there repeating words over and over. Messing up the chat. We don't have no more of that now. Thanks to people like Junior. you know? Now, number 8, don't fall for the trap that the medical people will go with. They'll say trick things to you. I got to come up on the screen so this makes sense. They'll say, well, you really don't have PTSD, because if you had PTSD, you would sleepwalk. So all of a sudden you start telling you sleepwalk. Don't ever let them doctors trick you like that. All of a sudden now you're gonna pretend like, yeah, I do sleepwalk. Then you might start sleepwalking in there. Then they're gonna get you for malandering. They're gonna get you for exaggerating. That's a trick. They did that to a serial killer. He acted like he had a personality, and they thought he was malandering. Oh my, I have a good personality, bad personality. And they say, Dad, you would have another personality that was real calm. The next day you had that personality, and that's when you do you fake. Doctors do that. Not all. So don't fall for the tricks. Now y'all gonna get this information nowhere else. Huh? Unfortunately, I had to learn a lot of stuff the hard way. I never fake nothing, but I try to help people. And when you got hard-headed people, they don't listen. That's why I stopped helping people in person. I only helped them through the channel, because for 10 years I didn't help nobody, because I helped people get to 100%, and they turn around and they're gonna show you they behind. And then, oh, look at me now. But then guess what happens? When they lose it, they want me to help them get it back. Now listen to what he said. I don't know how Coastline, how you feel the family spirit? And I've been up here ranting. He say, I already feel the family spirit here. Oh Lord. You know why? Let me tell y'all why. And we almost went to y'all. I told you we're almost done with this one. Let me tell you why I feel the family spirit. Well, you know, because we're being real. We're not, and we're veterans or dependents of veterans, or some of you may not be veterans at all. Come on in here and join us. Veterans, we feel we can identify with our own because we understand each other's experience. Like say, gotta bug out and visit with the hubby. Go handle your business with the family. Glad I got to catch the live and meeting y'all. Have a nice night. I'll catch up with the rest tomorrow. Do that. Get your family members to subscribe. Any veterans, even your spouse, everybody. Handle your business. Farm Girl, we thank you so much. Everybody say good night to Farm Girl. Good night from Coastal. Yes, indeed. I know we've been over here over 3 hours, but I want to make sure we go. We're going to have a time where y'all can just chat too. Betty Bob says, Farm Girl, good night. Now, let's get to these last two. Okay, family. So when it comes to the trip, when you get in that exam room, be aware when you're dealing with them doctors, if they try to trick you, watch for what things they do. They coming in there, they supposed to be talking about your condition. They asking you trick questions. They doing trick things. Let me explain. My buddy, he was a what's called a paratrooper, and he hurt his feet jumping out of planes, right? Guess what? The doctor wanted him to get up on the medical table and jump off the table to see how much pain he was going to be in. And he didn't do it. He said, Doc, if I do that, let me ask you a question. What you going to do about the pain in my feet? And Doc said, that's all right. They'll try to get you to do goofy stuff. Our sister last night say good night to our sister Farm Girl Rebel, and also Close said good night. Now, look at she say, don't feel like 3 hours, enjoy all the information. It's been 3 hours. I was trying to cut it down to 1.5 to finish the information, but we doing good. We getting the system down. We ain't gonna have to go over a lot of stuff, because the trolls been attacking us heavy. Number 9, don't allow them to have report incomplete exam. That number 9, don't let them get away with an incomplete exam. Report it. If they didn't check your ankle, if they didn't check you thoroughly on that DBQ, look at that DBQ. Get the same DBQ that the VA might send you to the doctor, but get a copy of yourself and see. And if they didn't ask you most of that stuff, no. Now they might find some of it in your files or whatever. They ain't gonna necessarily cover every detail. They should be covering at least 90% of it. The core things, because some of it might be in your medical record. Don't let them get away with an incomplete report. So what I do, H-Town, I gotta go. Watch later. Goodbye. And same from Love. Good night, homegirl. Now, they go take care of family. Now, don't let them do no incomplete report. What do? You file a complaint in writing that it wasn't done properly. I file a complaint. Now, I don't know exactly how they go, but you file it. Any final thoughts on that? Any comments? Now, we can say for the after party, but my thing is, that's it on that. Now we're going to go over, we got to talk about some housekeeping things. It really got real hard, verify information. We're going to go over I should go over it. We here at the H-Town Vet family, for those of you that don't know, we go over the law and we make sure the VA changes law every week, right? And I mean, sometimes daily on va.gov. They haven't been doing it lately. So we checking to see if there's any law change. No, the law hasn't changed since on the va.gov since December 18th. But they changed it during Christmas, so they've been slow. That's the last update. So you'll get to see in the future what I mean, what we're doing right now. Let's get to this here. So we can verify it. Always verify any information, even the information we're putting out here. And I kind of jumped ahead. We have actually checked the law. Here's the law. Oh, Army George said he about to go. He said, see y'all later. Great time, H-Town. Wonderful. Monica Woman say good night, Army George. And good night to those that are leaving from Coastliner Vet. No problem at all, family. That's why we used to do it at 7. That's why we start earlier. So we're gonna try to, if I can make it to 5 o'clock, we do it, but we do it at 6 p.m. Central Time. But this is what we just checked the law already. Time to update. We update you on what the new rules are. We go from, we break them down and dispel the myths. Remember, when it comes to VA law, change is the only constant. And Baby Bob say, good night, Army George. Now listen, family, if I didn't get to y'all comments up there, it's because I'm focusing more on getting to the information. So if I missed you, don't take it personally. Y'all keep chatting away. But when I'm going over the information, we want to be on task. That's how the trolls work, upsetting. I even heard one of them giggling. Y'all don't remember, y'all didn't know that. They were giggling when chaos was going on in the room. Yes, indeed. Now, we ain't going on no video tonight, so we don't need to do fair use. Now, we're going to do some housekeeping. We had to clean up the channel, family, because there were people putting stuff in the chat that was really detrimental to the channel. So some things we kept, we changed the rules. Some things we kept, some things we donated, and some things went to the trash. Trolling went to the trash, no matter who did it. So we gotta go, because if in this house, trash is gonna be a problem. That's why I'm so peaceful tonight. Because you know what happens, it's gonna start to smell. And we don't need no bad smell in the house. Now, what triggered it, I went back and checked when people started to troll the most, is when I did this one, fake news versus veteran news. That's when I started, I went back over the comments and I was noticing the trolling and the statements. And I said, okay, they're gonna try to say that's joking. Just like Yo Left Yo was begging me and trying to say it was joking, but all it did was time wasting and undermining the channel. So the last time one person didn't want to follow the rules like y'all did, so they came to try to crash out. And so I wasn't able to go over the law or the reason why I had a problem with what they were saying. All right, so the trolling and the undermining of the channel. So I don't just bring you receipts. All right. We're going to bring you invoices also. We're going to tell you what you paid. We're going to tell you, as my brother would say, what you owe. So you owe the family here respect. Okay, I asked the person to apologize. They just kept ranting. So I don't want them over here no more. I blocked them. They called me begging to come up. Never apologized. I'm one of the most reasonable person in the world, but you're not going to be undermined. Nobody's going to mind this channel. Nobody bigger than the message. Now listen to what our brother say right here. He said, that's right, H-Town. Weed out the wheat from the chaff, brother. Yes, because sometimes what I was learning, some trolls come in with good information. But what good is good information if you're going to turn around and crash out or contradict yourself? You understand? But we handle it. We handle this stuff. I want y'all to know what's going on because some of y'all wasn't here. Okay, here's the deal. I want you to look at the screen now. We don't say nothing about, we're not talking about the people. We're talking about the message that they put out. All right? So they said, the VA has been good to me. Has the VA been good to you? They did this kind of stuff about 25 times. I ignored it and it started affecting my views. It started affecting people coming to the channel because it was conflicted, because the person brought knowledge to the channel, but then they turn around and do very detrimental stuff to the channel. Like it's theirs, like trying to take over the channel. A lot of weird stuff, right? So say, had it been good to y'all? Why ask me? Okay, I want you to look over there to the right. I say no, the VA ain't been good to me, but that's up to y'all opinion. Because what did I put out there? It was contradictory to the information I put out. Veterans are still being required to attend unwarranted medical re-examinations for disability benefits. This in March of 2023, not so long ago, right? That's a little less than 2 years ago. And guess the people they were sending to exams? The people that had a permanent rating, they were what, 60% of the people that they called in. You don't supposed to go for a re-exam. So no, the VA has not been good to me. No. They was talking about pray for the VA, all kind of dumb stuff after we had just got through praying for people who got not. How is the VA been good and veterans lost their money? Some veterans lost their houses. Look at the veteran in the picture. A young veteran got their child, can't walk, they young from the war. You understand? This ain't nothing to play with here. Now let's continue, family. Now here's another statement. They made about 20 of them. I didn't say nothing. I tried to call them behind the scenes. They wouldn't answer my call. So I had to come up on here and put it here. So we got to make sure that everybody on point here. You understand? Ain't nobody bigger than ain't nobody bigger than the platform. So here's another one. Y'all gonna stop talking trash about my good VA. Let me show you how good the VA is. The VA, this wasn't a year ago. This wasn't 2 years ago. This was a month ago. Listen what I'm saying. I put this out on the channel, family. They targeting the money. So they good? Look what it says. Survivors did not always receive accurate retroactive, meaning back pay, benefits for dependency and indemnity compensation claims reopened under the PAC Act. So you talking about less than a month ago, the VA is still stealing people money, still harming people that after they lost a veteran, and now these people are at risk of losing their homes and losing everything they got, and they lost a family member at the same time. You think this is something to joke about? Now let me come up on this screen. Listen, I appreciate everything that any individual done at the channel, but you don't come here in my house and disrespect my family. Now I know this may make some people feel a certain kind of way if they've been here, but don't nobody get to rub me good on one side and kick me in the behind on the other. No. I'm a Southern man. I don't play like that. I don't play with people's wife. I don't play when it comes to people's money. You understand? And their livelihood. I don't want. Do you know these messages were inside the chat, and people from young people from Japan that stationed over there coming to me, telling me, "Hey, what's all this here?" I had to clean this stuff up. That's why I had to come up here and make this clear. Yeah, we got to clear the record. That's all. The other one I took down because I'm not trying to give nobody no hard time, but I got to make sure my channel's straight. And this is for the new trolls, the ones you come out here. I ain't giving you no mercy, huh? If your mama and daddy didn't teach you, the new ones that's gonna come up, I got something for you over here. Then I'm gonna go back to act like a good Christian. That's why I got Sister Deaconess praying for me, because I don't play that. Because see, I want people to feel free in this chat. But see, you gotta understand. So I'm gonna tell you something about life. See, you gotta understand something. That how can I put it? I've seen people in my neighborhood that had family members who had houses. I want you to follow me. And the mother and daddy passed away, and they would have a house, and the ones that didn't have much, they wanted to share the house with everybody. The ones that had all the money, they wanted to keep it for themselves and went down to the court and said, I don't have no brothers and sisters. Not all of them. I'm telling you, some of them, yeah, that had money, didn't need no house, just didn't want to see none of the rest of them with it. No. Now I brought the receipts. That's called checkmate. Because I didn't want to be no verbal back and forth. These ain't the worst ones. Okay? And I didn't want to be like this because I got love for the people. I ain't gonna lie, I got love for them. But I ain't got love for no foolishness. Banned for life. I asked them to come up and apologize. They start talking crazy. They wait till the rules. Listen to what I'm saying. They wait till I read the rules, then they come up cutting up. Because they think this their audience. I'm telling you what was going on. They would literally be up on the live, supposed to be talking to me. They in the chat with all kind of face emoji. I'm like, how's somebody talking to me? And they think this is their chat. If I'm talking to somebody, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm not chatting nobody. I ain't typing nobody, unless I say I'm about to say this in a message in there. No, you're supposed to give people undivided attention. So I want y'all to understand that. Huh? Ain't no getting around following rules. Not even me. I gotta follow. Huh? I worked hard. Y'all know how much it took me a good since yesterday. So that's been about 16 hours worth of work putting all that together. You understand? You think I want to come on this live where somebody get to come up and play in my face? No. No, you ain't playing in my face. Huh? It don't go like that. What our brother say? Yes, sir. You understand? Now let's move on. Let's get this here. Yes, indeed. I told you I bring invoices because receipts don't tell you who had to pay, what's how much left. The invoices tell you what you owe. You owe an apology, even if you're banned, and stop contacting me. Huh? Stop contacting me begging to get back on here. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I got receipts of that. So I don't lie to people. I ain't got no reason to lie. You keep it moving. And if anybody cool with them, that's cool. I understand that. Ain't no beef with y'all. But if anybody come in here, I'm going to be very suspect. That's why make sure the first thing you do when they come in here, and I apologize for blocking one of your partners, somebody partner over here, make sure the first thing they do is acknowledge the group before they do shout outs, because I'm real suspect of people now. I was real open, but it ain't like that no more. So somebody might catch a stray. You see how serious I am? I ain't mad. You saw I got through that whole information and I wasn't upset. My blood pressure ain't up. This is what I grew. I grew up, you can lose your life playing around with people. We had a code. You didn't play with people. Immaturity and arrogance is not here. You take that somewhere else. We here to make sure the veterans are okay, that y'all are straight, that y'all have a place to come to. And even if we disagree, we can debate. You can get mad. I don't care as long as we do it respectfully. You ain't got to agree with me. I tell y'all all the time. We want to come up here and debate? Yeah. 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 But a troll, they gonna have to pay me $500. That's for 10 minutes. You ain't worth my time. Troll can't give me nothing. But out of my face. Now she say, thank you. This is me on my medication. Yes, indeed. Yeah, they think because I'm Southern, I'm stupid. You understand? It's some of that Negro stuff. It's like, well, that's another black person. I don't have to respect them. Yeah, you don't get out of here. I ain't never had to kiss nobody behind. Did it cost me? Yes, it cost me. But I ain't never been no suck up. And I love everybody. This is a veteran channel. This ain't a black channel, it's a veteran channel. Now, I'm a black man, I'm a proud black man. And you better believe we're gonna be talking about the Black History come up. But if your people did anything, if they're Jewish, white, well, ain't no such thing as white. If they're Irish, Greek, or if they're from South America, let us know their contribution. We want everybody's contribution. I'm just proud of mine. This is the H-Town Vet. This is a community. This channel is not for me to just talk to you. This is for us to share and uplift each other. We got our sister, she up there in 6-degree weather. Our sister Rebel, she up there in 6-degree weather. But what she say? I got to go back and spend time with my husband. Respect. Huh? Respect. Come on now, let me get to this here. Yeah, because I can't nobody destroy my brand. That would destroy my brand. Let me ask you this. Can you ever ignore a problem and it go away? Tell me the truth. And you got to be keep talking to people in private because they'll misconstrue what you said and lie on you. I never talked to, I didn't say nothing. I let them get away with doing it. I just set the rules up. Some people did it and I didn't say nothing after I set the rules up. But once I set the rules up and they was clear, everybody got to go by them, even me. Now that's when I set the trap. Because I know egos, it ain't gonna. I learned that there was a few of them. I learned egos ain't gonna set the trap. Some people that never crashed out, they don't come back because they not following no rules, and they some of the nicest people in the chat. That's cool. They can listen. Ain't no exceptions for nobody. When my daughter come up here, she gonna have to agree to the rules. Can I block my own daughter? I ain't gonna block her, but I have to block her if I have to. Nah, I ain't gonna block her. She knew the rules, or she ain't gonna be chat. My daughter gonna get on me for saying this here. Oh boy, can you imagine having me for a daddy? Now let's see what we got going. Let's go to the next slides. And basically, what I want to say, and that's why we're talking, family. At the end, watch out for the VA bait and switch. Now the VA had a lot of people thinking that they're gonna get rid of these DBQs. I told you not. The actual that scared everybody about the DBQs was the Veterans Benefits Improvement Act of 2024. But that was just a farce. That was a smokescreen. You know, the Veterans Benefits Improvement Act of 2024, as I told you, and I'm study preaching this, didn't give any veteran any monetary gain. It was for attorneys. It pays for those that want to work at the VA. Once they get through with their law degree, they got to work for the VA for 3 years. But they pay for their law internship at the Board of Veteran Appeals, pays for their student loan for law school, their courses, bar exams, and bar membership dues. But if it's that, why didn't you just make it the Attorney Benefits Improvement Act of 2024? I don't like the deception. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to help lawyers who want, but I say be open with it. That's why here at the H-Town Vet, we are transparent. Huh? What do I show y'all? What do I show y'all? I show y'all what I get. You know why I do that? Family, you know why I do that? I don't want nobody talking about he hustling the money. They can't say nothing. From the beginning, I already know the game. People gonna be, I gave him 10 G's behind the scene, and then he turned on me. Now everybody, matter of fact, the first person to donate was Military Mike, and he didn't even use his real name. Do you know that? He didn't even want me to know who he was. That's how good that dude was. Only way I found out is because one time I didn't update my Cash App. So he was sending me money, but I couldn't get it. And I was nervous. I'm like, oh Lord, I hope they didn't keep his money. And then I said, whoever this person is, he said, what, you didn't get? I said, no, it ain't your fault. They trying to give it to me, but I had to update something on my app. And that's the only way to find out it was him. And I appreciate him for that. And all y'all, just right now, I want to give shout out to our brother. I'm about to do it again. Even with all the turmoil, they studied, y'all studied donating. I'm gonna start telling secrets. Now let's see. Let's see what we got, family. Watch out. This is what I want y'all to be real careful for. When the word veteran is advertised, it does not always mean pro-veteran. Did you hear me? They use the word veteran in that law, right? But it helped lawyers. Come on, talk to me, family. Now, here we go. This is what catch. Don't be coming here talking about the VA bad one minute, then the next minute the VA good. That's what I don't want you going to CMP exam doing. Telling them, oh, this is this way, but it is that way. You're not considered a reliable historian when you contradict yourself on a major scale. Now, some things do change, so we may evolve in our thinking, but be clear about that. That's all. See, I'm open-minded. Yeah, I'm watching people. Now, look, that sends a mixed message. One, you telling me to go, then say do not enter. See, that's confusing message. We don't need that on the channel. Now, we want to give a special thanks to our brother Madre. He gave a donation the last one. We talked about it earlier, but we want to thank him for that $50 donation. And if you want to contact us, and we want to thank our brothers, Chief Mike, for that information. Y'all get powerful information. And our brother Charleston. Thank you so much. We want to thank our sister Alaskan Ice, who continuously gives information. I'm gonna be having content for the next 10 years. Look, it might be as long as I'm living the stuff she giving me, but I'm gonna go through it and I'm gonna try to include. I'm gonna do my best to include many of the things that we can use it on. And if you'd like to donate, here's our YouTube channel I handle. So here it is right here in red. And if you'd like to donate to Cash App, there's our Cash App and PayPal. Now, let's see what we got. If not, we're going to get straight to this after part. I think this is about it. Smash that like button if you haven't done so yet. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, family. Now, let me see. I'm looking at something here. Okay, now, we want to hear from you. What do y'all have to say? And if y'all have to say, we're going to, I'm going to go over some of y'all things that y'all had up there. All right? Because I wasn't able to go through we was doing the thing. What's on y'all mind? How y'all feeling about the rules? Come on, talk to me. Now, you're not going to get blocked because you like the rules and that. I mean, you disagree with somehow the way I handle it. I accept, but I had to do it openly, but we can talk about that. I'm open to that. Now, listen what he say. VA needs to be clear where all the money is going. That's all I'm saying, because I have no problems lawyers going to law school and they paying for it, but don't put veteran on there like it's benefiting us. And it's actually benefiting non-veteran. And that's deceptive. Even when you're doing something at good intent, you shouldn't have to deceive nobody to do it, right? Because they have doctors, they pay for their medical school if they work for the VA. But yeah, but you need to do right now. 70% of all doctors are trained through the VA system. Did you know that? I learned that. Little fun fact. Now, let's see. Our brother said wolves in sheep clothing. Now let's see what Love say. Family, if y'all got something to say, let them know. I'm gonna catch Love up here. I'm gonna kind of go up the top. Let's see. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go back. Okay. He say, my rep. This is Love. My rep just submitted additional 100 pages of my medical records to the VA. Man, Alaska Night says, got 50% for sleep apnea due to weight gain caused by VA medication for pain. Come on now. Then we just say that you can get service connected. I didn't know it worked like that. Now, do you know of anything else, Alaska Nights, that medication can help you get an increase? Man, let's read that one more time, fam. Can we do that one more again? She says, got 50% for sleep apnea due to weight gain caused by VA medication for pain. So if you take medicine for PTSD, for pain, and it causes other side effects like weight gain, and that weight gain, you develop sleep apnea, that weight gain is not service connected, but it's an intermediate step to getting secondary service connection. For sleep apnea. Come on now, family. Now let's see what we got here. I'm gonna read the ones at the bottom first. He say, seems like the VA Evidence Center don't have the same evidence my rep had. Okay. At the local VA. Shouldn't they all have the same information? And like I say, family, I didn't mean to want to leave no bitter taste in your mouth because I ain't got no hard feelings. But when it comes to the channel, I gotta keep the brand right, you know. Now, what did Love say? Oh, he said that playing catch up. Let me see what y'all got up here. She say 50%. This what Coastliner said earlier. My 50% for OSA, obstructive sleep apnea, that's what I'm assuming it was due to aggravation from another condition. That was over 2 years ago. And my CPAP will probably add some years to my old age. Let me ask y'all this here. I'm going back to the chat, family, because you know I was going through the information. I want to ask y'all this. I'm going in to get the mouthpiece for sleep apnea instead of the sleep app. You know how you put the little mouth guard in? Who's ever used the mouth guard? Let me know. Does it work? Because I'm going to community care to do that. Let me know. Brother Buford, if you still here, let us know. Now we can chat a little bit. Because right now, guess where we at? We in the after party, family. We in the after party. If y'all got any statements, questions, concerns, we in the after party. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about in reason. And we talk about politics in here. We talk about the president. You can disagree or whatever. You want to talk about a chicken with one leg, but especially when it comes to the VA stuff, we want to answer those questions too. Okay, H-Time, all the VA wants from me is my medical records. Okay, so you don't have to do no exam. I remember that. He said, no way early when I was telling him what was up. Who said that? And Brother Buford is talking about when we were dealing with me. I was trying to tell veterans going there to a CMP exam, don't talk about money. Brother Buford, if you're still here, because I know it might be a time difference, I want to ask you, or anybody else in there that been in Hawaii, where do you do your claim in Hawaii? Is it one of the islands on base? If you have a CMP exam, do you know where you go to get that? Let us know in the chat, please. Now, I want to read this one earlier from Coastliner Vet. Say, well, looking through my VA Blue Button on previous CMP exams by my doctor, had 4 with at least as likely as not all approved. Why? Because when you have evidence for your claim and evidence against your claim, they have to rule on your behalf. They're supposed to. Now, they don't always do it. They don't always do it. And 1 with more than likely approved. Okay. Now let me see what y'all got here. Oh yeah, I was talking about. Now I want to go back to some of the stuff that Alaska Nights was saying earlier. Ooh, y'all put some good information in here, and a lot of it overlap with what we talked about. I'm gonna see if y'all putting any new. Okay, y'all chatting away now. Let's see. He say, okay, so our brother Rose City D says I used the mouth guard. How did you like the mouth guard, Rose City D? And anybody else in here, if you don't mind saying, have you ever used a sleep app or any type of device for sleep apnea? Put a Y in the chat. And if you use the mouth guard, how did it work, brother? And do you have any other questions? Any statements? I'm a shout out while y'all come up with y'all questions. I want to give a shout out to Rose City D for being there tonight. I want to give a shout out to Junior. Now, the next time that we meet, it might be Tuesday or it might be Thursday. We're going to do more chatting, less information. I'm going to kind of rotate it. We might talk about some stuff that Alaska Night sent to me, dealing with cars, and I might do some information on that, on disabled veteran tags or other veteran tags for different states, because I kind of know where y'all at. Let's see. So, family, let me shout out Love Junior. Thank you for being here. Rose City D, Betty Bops. Thank you for being here. Doll Fake Soldier. We thank you for showing up. We thank you, Junior, again for being here, because I'm happy that you're here. And I do apologize, brother. And I'm gonna do better, okay? And if I don't, hold me to it. Brother Coasty, if y'all have any comments, just put them in the chat. Any questions or concerns, put them in the chat. Our sister, our brother Coasty, thank you for being here. Make sure y'all drip y'all water if it freezes where you at. Make sure you put that drip on your water. I should have Betty Bobs. She's just coming here. That's a Navy sailor. Our sister Bonnie Woman. How's that leg doing if you're still in here? Is it throbbing? How is the weather affected? So our new member. I'm gonna talk about new members within a week. That's been here about a week. That'd be Betty Bobs, and I'm gonna acknowledge y'all. And Coastliner, that's first time tonight. How did you find our channel, Coastliner? The internet is kind of playing funny right now. How did you find it? How did you find the channel? And we're going to be praying for Community Chaplain Davis and his family, and Boober and his family. Let me know if it's okay. So this is what he's talking about, the breathing machine. Our brother said it works better than the CPAP machine because I used to wear it, and before too long, I'd pull it off my face and throw it on the floor. That's what I do. That's why I had to get rid of, because I was throwing it around because I thought somebody was trying to, I thought some Iraqi soldier was trying to choke me out. I'd have some bad dreams. So, Army George, my fellow Desert Storm veteran, thank you for being here. Artillery brother, Community Chaplain Davis. Hope you see this on the playback. Let me see it. Alaska Nights, so wonderful. Any information, y'all put out so much information. Let me see who else. Next time we just go through the chat, whatever y'all want to talk about. We're gonna break up some information, but good. Let's do it. New person, like I say, Coasty New. Coastliner vet. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, Mr. G, thank you. This is one of the new people tonight. First time up on the chat that I remember. Mr. Alternative, the Alternative, thank you for the kindness and respect that you show to the channel. Thank you so much. We want to, we're shouting out everybody. If I miss you, charge it to my head, not my heart. And we got our brother, Buford Hart. Where you from, Buford? Where you from? You from Mississippi, Alabama? Where you from? That's a good old country name, Brother Buford. Oh Lord, I'm from Houston, Texas, brother. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss. Thumper, we thank God for him and his son. Hopefully, his son make everything safely, and they made it back safely to Texas. Evan Almighty, thank you for your information about Bitcoin. That's what he said. He said Bitcoin liquidated. He said he got rid of it when that money started getting. He used to say buy Bitcoin all the time. And then, let's see. Alaskan Ice. Okay, let's see what Coastliner said. VA doctor performed my CNP after 30 days. It was in my blue bud report with opinion. Oh, really? They have the opinion in that too? Man. Now, Alaskan Ice responded, Coastline event. I had an high-level review just closed after 14 months. It started a year before that. Finally got approved. So went from 1 year back pay to 2 years. Congratulations on our sisters going back 2 years. Everybody show love to Alaskan Ice for that. Oh, yes. Was she in there now? She'll watch it on the replay. All right. Let's see what we got down here. All right. Now, let's see what I found. Okay. Let's see what we got. Junior says, I used the mouth guard and I hated it. I don't know why they issue it to us when it would make us feel worse. Do you think you need to get it adjusted or what? Now, so Betty Bob says she about to leave. What did she say? Oh, we say Betty Bob, okay, everyone is inclined. H-Town, good night. Inclined. So y'all on that couch. Betty Bob says she back in the gangster league. She on that recliner. She inclined. Oh boy, y'all too much. Oh Lord. Now what? Okay, what was it? Somebody's birthday? Who birthday? Alaskan Ice, your birthday? Alaskan Ice, is it your birthday? Ain't nobody tell me that. Everybody, okay. Everyone inclined H-Town vet. Good night. Good night to our sister. Good night, Betty from Brother Love say good night. Bonnie Woman say good night, Betty Bops. And Betty Bops says Alaskan Ice, congratulations. I guess on her claim. Now, any final statements, fam? Anything else you need to say? Huh? For those of you that weren't here, I want to at least show you this. Those that weren't here in the beginning. Let me get this up here. So the way the rules going forward, I want y'all to know. And y'all, we can close it out after this here. So the mission is going to be first being respectful and protecting the fellow veterans. You say stay strong, H-Town. Yes, indeed. I got them rules, but I thought you were gonna look at this little part of the rules right quick, Junior. See, I want to show you. You got about 3 to 4 minutes. See, can you look at I put these rules in place to deal with the trolls? I started at the beginning. I showed at the beginning of the thing. Be transparent, interactive, troll-free, informative. These are the goals and the mission, the vision of the H-Town Vet. And I just want to show this right quick. No ego, is teamwork here. We work as a group, not a single person. Hold on, did I miss something? Now here we go. We deal with trolls, both foreign and domestic. Huh? So if the trolls are in the room, on our side, we deal with all trolls. Stay warm, everybody. Make sure you have that water dripping. And watch out for the wet blanket trolls. These are trolls that will stop at nothing to ruin a pleasant discussion or environment, no matter the subject. I usually know trolls, but they make it a point to come over here. Of course, that's the rules. Now, I want y'all to know, here's the rules. Look at the rules. So if you break the rules, you just get a warning. But most of the time in the chat, ain't no big deal. Well, let's focus on this. we ain't gonna get no warning, but the warning if you break the rules, okay? Then stay on track. We're gonna tell you to stay on track. Now you keep breaking the rules, that's when it's more consequences. And then we're gonna block you. Might just be for that one live stream. As long as you ain't no repeat offender. Come back, feel a little sad, cool. We might work with you on that. Now, how you get banned? This is the last thing I want to show y'all tonight. This is when it become a problem. You get banned when you attempt to hijack the channel or undermine H-Town Vet channel. You try to undermine, you're gonna get permanently banned. You out of here. That's it, family. I'm gonna leave on something positive at least. Let me leave on something positive. Let me hold on. Well, family, we went over tonight. Hope for those that are, and we gotta always protect the brand, family. Always protect the brand. Now let's go out on what we started. And y'all just stay in there. If I stay in there, y'all gonna stay in this. We gotta get up out of here. I thank y'all. We did it, and now y'all can go get y'all rest. Let me see. I want to thank y'all for joining us. I am the H-Town Vet, and we're gonna see you on the next one. Click on your notifications for the next one, okay? And we're gonna continue to bring this wonderful information. And next time it's gonna be more interactive, where we're going straight to the chat, okay? So we want to thank you for joining us, and we want y'all to have a wonderful night. Well, we here at the H-Town Vet, we are informative, we bring transparency, and I forgot the other, interactive. Thank you so much. Good night. Everybody saying in the chat, love, and Bonnie gonna say good night, love. And y'all can still chat away. And Julie say good list. Yes, sir. And we want to thank y'all for being there. Good night.